up in less than 2 weeks. But hey, let's play some Mythic Odyssey tonight. Tonight's Factspiration, this week's Factspiration question is probably going to be a really cool hard one, since somebody is... Oh, it is a really hard one. Okay. So this is a moral quandary.
Oh, sign me up.
Okay. Man. Alright. Let me see. We need a really tough moral quandary.
The answer, of course, is sacrifice Julian, so we can just move on.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I thought you could make it tonight, yeah.
No. Yeah. I thought you couldn't make it tonight.
Alright, let's see what we could do. Okay.
And thank you for volunteering to play him if you are in fact doing so.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
You do the voices and I'll move them around.
Alright, yeah. Oh, why am I going this way?
I'll take the legs.
No, Clint, I want to smite over here.
Do I even have the heart to ask these questions? Alright.
No.
Are you saying heart or heartlessness? The answer is yes.
Okay, this should be pretty easy.
Medium hard.
For your characters, you all just gonna be like, I'd sacrifice myself. Let's see.
Roll it. It's too obvious, it's not worth the Factspiration.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Oh man. So your character is having an incredible Marvel Cinematic Universe style fight in a civilian area. You accidentally kill a bystander. As the battle winds down, you find another combatant on the field that thinks they killed that person. You're not sure why they think they killed that person, but they're convinced. Only you and the woman and the dead person know what happened. There are no other witnesses. How do you let it play out?
This is an incredible cinematic fight. The Nim must be dreaming. So,
is that like a now thing or a future possible thing?
No, it's like your character as they are right now. If there was this situation happened, if there was a big fight in a crowded area, and you know that. Well, I mean, Sibo literally burned a bunch of people with a wall of fire, but you know that you killed an innocent person with like a natty 1 consequence, or a badly placed AOE, or something caused like a structural collapse, but it was you, and then the person was killed by that. But someone else there who was in the fight, maybe like an allied NPC or something, maybe Corinna, who knows? We're not going to specify who it is. They think that they caused the death. What would you do? What would you do? So think about...
Julian has an answer for that, but I don't know if anybody else wants to take it.
Yeah, Mine also has an answer for that too.
So think about that, and somebody give us a recap for a point of DM inspiration.
Dang it, Nim.
Wasn't me, it was the terrorists.
That's a dark shame for that person, huh?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying Julian would hit?
What? No, this is
there was an implication that maybe that's what Nim would do. All right, so does anybody want to give us a recap? What happened last week? It was a lot, and it was also not a lot. So, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you think happened last week.
I have 2 out of 3 inspirations, so someone else can do it.
All right. Anybody? Go once. Go twice.
I'll take it. I think I'm tapped out. If I can.
Okay.
Right. So yes, it seems I've been having a bit of bad luck as far as getting stoned, but not in a good way. Or one could say getting hard, but also not in a good way. I keep rolling. I keep winding up in situations where be it a basilisk or Moxena turns me into a fucking statue, and it sucks. Because every time it happens, there's certain someone comes to call, and I don't like it. We found ourselves taking refuge in the Velvet Hydra after being encouraged by the Queen's Guard to stay the night for the safety of the town, quarantine and all that. So we immediately set about trying to figure out how to get out of our predicament. We did discover that there was that we suspected that there was a tunnel underneath, and this was confirmed when we sequestered ourselves in the rooms to be able to plan in secret. That there was a hidden compartment, a hidden room in the Velvet Hydra, where Moxena has set up shop, because in her former life she was a smuggler. Unfortunately, I startled her upon walking in, and she turned me to stone. After she cured me of this rigor mortis situation, we discussed how best to escape using the confirmed tunnel egress point. I suggested perhaps setting, some nearby buildings on fire, or a controlled burn in the establishment itself. Don't know where that idea possibly came from, but we decided that we were just going to use Nim's excessive charms to really get the place worked up, and create an appropriate smoke screen of people as opposed to actual smoke, and make our way out more or less under the noses of our enemies. And of course, the others did their part. Maya did do a little bit of reconnoitering as a spider, and we were able to use Sivo's communication abilities to get the ship to meet us at the point where the tunnels met the shore. We were able to avoid the worst of the scorpions that were hiding in the tunnels, courtesy of Ness's calming effects. We were able to reunite with our ship, get some proper rest, get rid of some of our worse effects, some exhaustion, and prepare to meet up with our Amazonian allies. It seems like it's a large and varied group. We don't know what the next plan of attack is, whether it is to attack or whether it is to be more political and more savvy. We still haven't really gotten a good feel of our allies, so we find ourselves in the camp, and we will see who's truly on our side. Don't chew on that.
All right, man. Not missing those days.
What's up?
One kid was enough, huh?
Kids, grandkids, extra girlfriends, puppies. It's all too much.
I still have to tell my 7-year-old not to chew on stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta tell myself not to chew on stuff.
I'm sorry about that. I thought it was still on push to talk.
Oh,
No,
no,
it's all good.
You're good. You're good.
It's called Slice of Life.
Slice
of Life.
That was Julian,
All right, take your
smacking-
point of DM inspiration.
Was Julian
and-
smacking Sibo in the background?
Yeah.
Who would like to answer this week's Factspiration question?
If nobody else wants it, I'm game, or we could roll off for it.
Sounds like a roll-off. Since a lot of people want to answer this one. All right.
D20.
D20.
All right.
Oh, damn it! Get those low rolls out of the way, though.
Wow. Okay. Quite the roll-off.
Nobody else is going after this.
You already know.
No,
I won't invest.
It's like two people interested in the last slice of pizza waited 45 minutes for it to get cold and stale, and then finally one of them got up to get it, and the other one got up to get it, and was like, I'll just use the bathroom.
This actually happened to me once. I tried to explain it over and over again that it wasn't their fault, but they just kept forgetting who I was. So.
I like to leave
All right.
his intentions a little mysterious, you know.
Sure. Maya, lay it on us.
Maya would definitely make sure the person know that it wasn't their fault.
And face whatever crimes
Mhm.
were... Okay. Wow. Yeah, I believe it for sure. So I'll keep that in mind. All right. Andronikos the Second. You should have access to the character sheet.
I'm having a reload in, so I'll check.
Oh, okay.
Momentarily, yeah.
Hopefully, our fine friends at the Forge, the people are done beating them up. So, we'll see.
I mean, it was pretty smooth this morning, so hopefully,
Yep. Okay.
people are more busy on a Sunday night.
All right. So, oh, you can ask the same question of any other NPC that you've met in the campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Preferably someone who is still hypothetical for.
I kind of want to maybe Nessa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tried to learn something about Nessa.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
I
makes
don't
you
think this should
mad?
be any surprise to anybody, but Nessa would be heartbroken if a person thought that they were responsible for someone's death and they weren't. And I think as a being that had resolved herself to being cursed as a monster scorpion for all time, she thinks that every day that she has is a gift right now. So, you know, she's on borrowed time, as it were. So she definitely wouldn't allow somebody else to take the fall for her.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who I have questions about would be this one for sure. I think that one would.
Yeah.
Yorgos, no.
Is he crafty enough? I don't know.
No.
If he is crafty enough, then he is very crafty because no one thinks he is that crafty.
Oh,
That's
man.
I would not let someone take the fall for that. Plus, if I admit to the crime, maybe they will kill me and I can be with Orin again.
Oh, you're killing
pretty
me.
much, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right. Well, if I die horribly before the campaign's over, Dom, you will not be DMing the rest of the campaign. David will. So,
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Gotta update my will and testament, which is just a Google document.
Oh man, weight off my shoulders.
Yeah. I mean, you still got to run all of my other games.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
No.
but you
All
don't
right,
have to do.
well,
You don't have to do
I'll-
this
Can you
one.
not? Can you not run 5 games then?
Yeah.
I'll do it because it's Crash's last will.
Oh,
That's-
there you go.
Like it's his last wish. I'll make it happen. I'll
Wow.
give you notice at work, but I'll take
Okay.
over.
Crash, I sent you a pie. Don't eat that until you've updated your will.
Oh man, is it the pie from Thinner?
Yes.
Man, what a great. You want to talk about a moral quandary? Oh wow. That's for all you Stephen King fans out there. Anyways, how many of them there still are alive? You think like 50 or 60? I think.
Gotta be.
Yeah. All right. So here we are in the world of Thylea, on the continent of Themis. You have escaped from the city. You have met up with the Amazon rebels, allegedly, and we will continue the adventure. Let's see. Now that we got all that pesky small talk and human interactions out of the way. Okay. Let's see. Wilderness camp. There we go. Let me change out the music. I mean, the music will still play in the background if you guys want to like collect yourselves for this incredibly important diplomacy that you're about to perform. I got to be careful not to play anything too relaxing because I'll fall asleep. So, all right. Oh, and I'm gone. All right, now this will be fun. All right.
If we hear snoring, we know what's up.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably Scribbles choking me out because there's peanut butter cookies downstairs and nobody will give her any. But whatever.
You monster!
Yeah. So, down below, you see the Amazons' camp. You see basic bitch Amazons. You see Cyclopean Amazons. You see.
Did you move us to the other map?
It's theater of the mind for sure. I didn't forget. Anyways, and you are an embankment looking down upon them. You turned to your ally recruiter ? Kiaris, and I believe we ended last session with you guys being like, "But what if they know we're men?" Yeah.
All right, I was a little tired towards the end. I don't know who suggested that. It was ridiculous. Obviously, they know we're men.
Yeah. All right. So Kiaris says, "Come, I will take you to our leader that you might speak with her."
Is Moxena showing her Medusa self, or is she still covered?
Oh, good point. Good point. All right, let's see. Anytime now. Whoop. There we go. All right. Okay, so
And I'll kind of ask her how she feels about these people and them knowing if we were Medusas or not.
Oh.
Did we get a long rest before we hit here, right? We stayed on the boat for time.
We did sleep on the boat, yeah.
Full on, okay.
So she informs you that, she says, the curse of the Medusa and the curse of the Harpy are very common amongst the Amazons.
Okay.
Generally, if someone can hold on to their humanity, we do everything we can to keep them a part of their tribe. But when and or if they succumb to the darker elements of that curse, they are exiled.
Okay.
Meta-wise, Harpy is like an advanced form of Siren, right?
No. They are like, you know how some Pokemans go in two directions?
They're a different evolution path.
No, it's not like that at all. So, it's more like Digimon.
Okay.
So, a Siren is a real thing, like a real humanoid race in the world. And long ago, they were basically biblical angels. Like, they were perfect men and women with beautiful angel wings and resplendent, forms. They didn't have any bird parts except for the angel wings. They had a beautiful floating city and many mountaintop cities and all that. And they were the most divine of all the mortal races. They were renowned for their beauty and their beautiful voices. And frequently, the twins, and even sometimes Great Kentamane, would go and listen to the concerts and the songs that they would perform. One time, one songstress sang a song so badly, and so insulting to the twins that Sidon and his father tore the floating city from the sky and threw it to the bottom of the sea. And then they cursed all the sirens that rose up against them, making the first harpies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
and
harpies
Lutheria is said to have been the one that cursed them to become harpies. Now, any siren who succumbs to their darker impulses of pettiness, of greed, of manipulation, of envy, of cruelty, they lose more and more of their themselves and their celestial nature and their right mind, and they become just hateful killing machines that are harpies. Now, any humanoid species that displays those kinds of traits, that kind of treachery, who manipulates others and betrays others through honeyed words and promises and things like that, those are the ones that can be cursed as harpies. So much as the Minotaur, there are true-born Minotaur that one of their parents is a Minotaur and they carry the curse through their blood, but they themselves did nothing wrong. And then there are people who are cursed to become Minotaurs, because they have bullish natures, aggressive behavior.
Good sense of direction.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, other than good sense of direction, Esther almost became a Minotaur. Like he was almost there. But yeah, basically, the monstrous forms are more often than not people that have been cursed, and then the more chill forms are people that inherited the curse through their blood.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I guess that
was
never.
cursed
I guess
before it
that
was
never
cool.
came up. Who the sirens? Because you guys don't have a siren in the party. So
Then we got like the quick and dirty of it from the Seagull
Yeah.
tribe, but
Seagull
I didn't know
tribe,
the whole,
we did,
the whole
we
story.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Harpy association with it.
I think that was kind of glossed over. I think we were more focused on like how that particular
I remember
village came to
the
be.
I remember the story about Thylea making harpies. I know we talked about that the first time we saw a harpy at the
which
sacrifice.
makes the affiliation with Lutheria of the Gull tribe extremely unusual.
Yeah.
Little sus, that one.
That's the problem with an oral tradition. Things get lost in translation.
That's also why I love oral so much.
That from Andronicus.
It's also why I love oral so much.
Wow, it's
Andronicus,
incredible.
Maybe you should lay off that type of thing. This particular island
That's fair.
might be a little
That's fair.
offensive.
I mean, Hjaris, I mean, kind of says, well, I mean, that's honestly incredible, but when you're receiving, of course.
Yeah.
Now, focus. Who will speak for this group?
I'm gonna take a step back.
Maya, you seem the most qualified.
Okay.
I guess it would have to be me.
Wipe a bead of sweat off.
Well, I mean, it could be, somebody else, but I have certain attributes that are probably not trusted.
Yeah, your deceitful manner.
Yes, we'll go with that.
All right.
Man, or
You're right,
Clemene
Steve.
approaches
You
you
can get
guys. She looks grizzled, war-torn, and badass. She gives this thing a nice pet on the head, on the snoot, and it lets out sort of a kind of sound. And then she walks up, and she does a "you son of the bitch" handshake with Hjaris.
Yes.
And then she looks over at you, and you back in the distance, and she says, Hjaris told us you are coming. I am Clemene. I lead these women.
well met. I'm Maya, and these are my members of my fellowship back there. Turns around and sees why the fire is so far away.
Nim saw them holding back, so they weren't sure if there was like a custom, so they ran back to the others.
Can they enter your camp?
Yes, I appreciate you asking, but just so that you know, we saw your ship before it ever reached shore, and we have been eager to speak with you. Your maleness and your reputation do not turn us away from your prowess, your heroics. We need your help.
Mm-hmm. Help with what?
We need to remove the queen from power. I believe she is an imposter.
Mm-hmm. It's a very bold claim. What makes you believe that?
Well, her behavior has changed. Admittedly, the betrayal, the murder of her daughter was a trauma. And all of her life changes, all of her madness could be forgiven, perhaps, because of the grief of what happened. But the years have been hard and harder still. Those who saw these changes early on, who suspected, who confronted, they were made to leave. Macalia and the tribe of the Lioness are exiles in Mitros. You know them.
Mm-hmm.
But of those tribes that remained, a growing uncertainty, a distrust of the Queen's new policies, of their new zeal for the worship of Lutheria, the building of their great temple, and the renovations of the Fang. It is an ancient Dragonlord fortress to the south. Never have we had need of those ruins, nor a palace. But the palace could make sense. Perhaps the Queen, her heart heavy from Darian's death, needed a place to set down her heavy burden and grieve, a place where she could feel safe. But why the Fang? There is nothing to defend that far south. We have only one city. Its walls are strong. Our navy, mighty but small.
She also seems to have invested in some outside help, these black-robed, paladin-like figures within the walls. What do you know of them?
Those are Amazons, but they have trained in the nether seas with Lutheria's greatest warriors and champions. They return to us changed, hardened. Some say no longer human. Yes, another troubling sign of the many things that have changed. My curiosity ate away at me. I had to know what was going on. Why was the Fang being used? And so I sent many scouts and many spies. It seems that they are using it as a prison of sorts. But why? Why would they have a prison? My suspicions continue to grow. I feared that many would think me consumed with madness, that I would be asked to leave my tribe and walk into the wastes until the hyenas found me. But no, I do not dance with the mirthless ones, because my suspicions proved fruitful. I had spies installed at the palace. The Queen had taken the priestess, Thylea, as her lover, which is quite disturbing, because they are sisters.
Mm.
But that is not the strangest thing they discovered. Behind closed doors, their true faces were revealed. The Queen and her priestess are Medusa. They bear a likeness to the Queen, but they do not bear the Queen's true face.
Mm-hmm.
They are using some form of blood magic to transform themselves. I was unable to get any more information, and when I sent my best spy back, she was discovered, captured. They are holding her even now at the Fang. I trust that she will not give up the information, but if they have information, what is it? There is a type of magic that can get inside your mind. If they have access to such things, and now I have no idea what sort of powers they truly possess. If they are able to get inside her mind, if they are able to find out what she knows, all of our efforts could be unmade. We could be hunted down. And then what? We would be silenced? And that false queen, those twin Medusae, they would continue to rule and run Themis into ruin? No. These are the most desperate days. Desperate enough that I would turn to you and your male companions and ask, please, help us. Take back this land.
Hmm. May I ask you one thing? If you were to succeed and expose the queen's or this false queen's machinations, what do you plan to do afterwards?
I actually have a to-do list. First, we get back my agents from the Fang. Second, whoever goes to the Fang checks it out, sees if they can find any evidence of the Queen's treachery. Third, we figure out what happened to the real Queen. Where did she go? Perhaps she's being held at the Fang. I guess number 4 would be killing the Queen. If we can find the true Queen, she can reclaim her throne. If not, after all the chaos and madness dies down, Themis will find a new leader. Someone strong and brave. Someone who can prove themselves.
Oh, you do not wish to be queen.
I am a warrior. I am leading only out of necessity. I will propose that once the Queen has been dealt with, we reinstate the tribe of the Lioness, and the 7 tribes meet to decide who shall become the next Queen of Themis. But that is a dream that we will have to enjoy later. For now, our lives are in jeopardy, as are yours. You have been marked for death by the Queen's assassins.
Can I roll an insight to see if she truly means that? About
Yeah, sure. You get the sense that she would be the queen if like people asked her to be, but like she doesn't want to be the queen.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
And that she definitely thinks the queen, her secret hope is that the queen is alive and imprisoned in the Fang.
Okay.
So she does not know that the queen is dead. And
Okay.
she definitely thinks that baby Darian died that night.
Okay. I turn to the rest of the group for a second. Turn back.
Give you a thumbs up.
If the true Queen Thylea, I have bad news. Queen Thylea, the true Queen Thylea, is actually not with us anymore. And I know that may be troubling, but I do, and to prove that I know the truth, give me a moment. Okay, Mai's gonna remove her mask, not her hood, just her mask,
Mm.
and then say, her spirit saved me, and then remove her hood afterwards.
Clemente gasps, recognizing the features on your face, the bone structure, the proud nose, all that. And then when you remove the hood, she gasps. Then it is true. I knew you were Medusa from the stories, but I did not know that you were... Wait. How did you... And then Moxena steps up and removes... Or, I guess doesn't remove... because it's a
Drops
it's a
her
thing.
disguise.
I guess she can't drop it because it's got duration. She steps forward and says, it was me. I saved her.
This is I'll turn to her as I'm about to reveal her and see if she's okay with it.
She nods.
This is Moxena.
Moxena? Wait. They said that you... Huh. Wait. None of these stories are making sense.
From what Moxena has told me, is that
Sorry, go ahead.
there was a plot to overthrow my mother, and by her sister, not Sura, right? That was not Sura. Am I getting that right, Crash? It was not Sura.
Yeah, there's Leia, Natsura, and Moxena.
Yeah, Natsura was the one. Yeah, Leia's the priestess right now. Natsura was the one who is the one that is now currently masquerading as my mother.
Natsura? But... I don't understand. The priestess Leia. She was close to your mother. Like I said.
Mhm.
Essentially sisters. They grew up together. They were the best of friends. They...
I want to ask the question why too. I hope to get the chance to.
Natsura was always troubling. Always walked in shadows. She was Leia's true sister, and always jealous of the friendship she had with your mother. Moxena. And she stares at Moxena. Moxena was always a troublemaker. Always a heartbreaker. Always a thief. Always willing to chase coin and romance instead of honor. And always willing to go along with whatever her sisters told her to do. Moxena stares at her defiantly. And then Clemente says, so Natsura convinced Leia to kill the queen? So the three of you stay... Or did you try to stop them, Moxena? Tell me you tried to stop them, but you could only save the baby. Moxena looks uncomfortable, but defiant, and says, it is as you said. I would always go along with my sister's plans. They were convinced that the three of us could rule Themis better than the current queen. Natsura dreamed of a future where the three of us divided the nation to three different smaller countries, each united, each focusing on a different area of strength, rather than warring against each other and defending our homeland, working together to build something and grow strong and take more of the world for our own. It was A beautiful dream. And I was swayed. But when the plan began to unfold, when I watched them cut down the queen, my heart broke. When I heard their laughter, heard them dancing and singing in the queen's blood, I was afeared. And when they came to me drunk with power from the crime they had committed, I could already see the change happening. Their hair moving of its own accord, their eyes green with greed. They pointed me towards the princess's room, and they told me I had to finish the job. I had to end the bloodline to ensure the future of Themis would be under our control. I took my blade, and even as I approached her room, I felt the curse taking hold over me too. I wear a mask before you, but I am as cursed as they are. I entered the room, and Darian stirred. She looked at me. And Maya, you start to remember that night as she tells the story. She told me she had the bad dream. She dreamed her mother was hurt. Was everything all right? And I told her more lies. I told her she was being sent away. This small babe, only just using her legs to sprint about the camp. I secreted her away. I used my many contacts from smuggling to smuggle the two of us to the mainland. I did not trust the city because the girl had become unusual. As the curse grew in me, it also grew in her. I did not understand. Why? What had happened? Why an innocent babe would be afflicted in such a manner? But I knew that it would be impossible to hide such a child, even in a city as great as Mitros. I took her deep into the woods. I thought I'd make a run of it, live as a wild fae. But it was not for me. I found some druids. They agreed to take the baby. And I left her there. I returned to Mitros determined to build the funds and the power and the network necessary to undo my sister's terrible deeds. And imagine my great surprise when the baby I knew wandered into my life again. I knew it was destiny. I am here to serve Maya of the Oldwood, once Darien, Princess of Themis. rightful heir to the throne. And as she says that, many of the Amazons take off their helmets and sort of hold their weapons in like a posture of salute. And a few of them even kneel.
I was gonna look around at everybody, put a hand on Moxena's shoulder and say thank you. So I think our goals align. I do need to right the wrongs done to my mother, and I'll live out my destiny.
Clemene looks around and then looks back at you and says, "And here you are before us. Would you lead Themis if we helped you get the throne?"
She takes a long pause. Maya takes a long pause to think, kind of closes her eyes, and my mother saved my life. I owe it to her. I owe it to Themis. Yes.
They're all very quiet and thoughtful. And then this lady, she says, "But we would trade two Medusa for another? I mean no ill offense, Maya or Darian, but how are we to trust that you won't give in to the darker impulses of your curse? That you won't be just as indulgent and cruel and terrible as the two that falsely claim the throne now?"
I guess the only way I can prove that is through my own actions. Some other words I can say right now will prove anything. I am who I am. I am who I've always been, and I'll continue to do that to the best of my abilities. I'll show you the strength that my mother has instilled in me, and the strength that all of our mothers, Mother Thylea, has taught me moving forward.
Clemene says, Would you then lead as the Amazons do, through action and deed? Our forces are compromised. We must pack up this camp and alert the others that they need to be on the move constantly. Can I ask of you a great deal? Can you journey south to the Fang? Investigate and rescue my agent.
He does have information that I definitely need to, if I'm going to confront my aunt.
I am looking for, or you would be looking for, a woman by the name of Arethusa. Her hair is bright like fire. The gods only know what horrors she has endured to keep our secrets, as long as she has. If she is dead, then at least we will know.
Turn to the rest of the group. and give them a look of, are you okay with going down to the Fang?
Breaking into a prison. What a novel idea.
Don't presently have anything on my in my day planner, so I'm game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can provide you with mounts, and we will use Stimfei to stay in communication. The camps will be moved about, and we will keep an eye on the Queen's activities. Whatever information you can gather from the Fang, we can use against the Queen. When you're done there, we can reconnoiter at a new, safe location. Plan what to do next. I will continue to gather as much information as I can, and you do the same. When we meet again, perhaps we will have answers.
Perhaps we will. Thank you, Clemente. Thank you for your service to Themis.
Themis must be free again. I want to see what sort of queen you will be.
So do I.
They do a quick head count, and they bring you out 5 Allosauruses.
B team's not gonna get Alice.
You got to ride 2 to 1.
Okay.
2 to 1.
All right.
Plus Nessa, can't ride one, and
Don't worry, I've got my Chonk Boy 3000, so...
Resummoned him after he was recently eaten by
Of course,
a sea
yes,
monster.
yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying something like this.
He's right here off screen.
Yeah.
My other 7 Pokemon.
I thought it was a Chonk Boy 6000. Do you downgrade?
That's another one.
He just got eaten by a sea monster. What do you think he's...
Yeah, let me just dump your whole Pokemon folder onto the fucking map
Now,
here.
listen, I'm proficient in Arcana. I don't think that's how that works.
Bloop.
Are you sure? Perhaps you've taken one too many blows to the head.
Listen, I don't have keen mind like this wonderful little guy here.
I don't think I've ever heard Andronicus say that. I don't know. It seems a little...
Hey, is it? Wait,
Where's
hold on.
Aura? We need someone who's proficient in medicine. Perhaps there's an ill balance of humors. You know what? Let's bleed Andronicus. That'll fix it.
I don't know. We've been talking about imposters. I don't know. We gotta maybe
A little yeah, maybe
I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a little while.
All right. Hyaris rejoins her troop. They mark on your map the location of the Fang, but then they see that you had already marked it on your map, and they were like, "Oh, you already had this marked on your map.
Oh, yeah, we saw it when we were coming into port.
You are well informed."
Oh, it's...
And then they take you back to the wider world. And the Themis map. Okay. And we can get rid of all this now.
Getting rid of the Meeseeks.
Oh,
Alright. So, let's see. So you guys are right. Oh my god. Foundry does so much good with the marker. Oh, the markers. Alright. Yeah, so the Fang is down here.
It's on one of these islands, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like
Alright.
a precarious rope bridge across from the main continent to the island.
Yes, that sounds dope. Yeah.
Nice. There's only one way. There's only one way in and out of this prison, and it's that rope bridge.
Yes.
The walls are too high on a side to scale.
Do you think it might make more sense for us to go on the boat, go down, and then get off?
I was about to say, I'm about to tell you all this dope stuff, but you could definitely sail around it.
And
So,
I've broken out of a lot of prisons, man. I know how this works.
all right. So this right here is a desert area, and there's like big like plateaus and canyons and stuff. This is where the hyena tribe generally hangs out with their living god. the Mirthless One. And then this area right here is Basilisk territory. There's just so many Basilisk here. It's gotten to the point where they're so desperate for things to eat that they eat each other. Birds avoid the area. There are like barely any ambient animals left because they just rule unchecked right here. But they don't like the desert area, so they're kind of just stuck down here. Some of them get bold and they swim like across to here, and that's how they get to other parts of the island. But this is like the breeding grounds and the central hub of all the basilisk activity on the island. These wide tracts of land between here, they're just savannas and forested highlands full of deadly monsters. Because basically, again, this is the campaign settings Australia. Just lots of nasty stuff here.
There's a couple fields of just broken glass and.
Maya feels that it's probably smarter to swim around, but she also wants to see the land that she's supposed to grow up in.
Taking the scenic route.
I would like to point out that I don't have a particularly good track record when dealing with creatures that can turn you into stone.
Well,
just
regardless,
putting that out there.
Regardless, if we sail around, we're going to be entering Basilisk territory. Because I don't think we should be close enough for that the ship can be spotted from the Fang.
What about the walls of this island? Are they scalable? Can we just sail straight to the island?
Oh, yeah, you could just sail right up to the island if you wanted to.
Well, so
It's up
like
to you,
maybe
I mean,
sail
I
out.
wouldn't recommend doing it in the world's largest battleship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to get spotted while we're swimming over there. I mean, while we're sailing over there. So I guess like sail up to where we're at a good distance, and then jolly boat there.
Yeah, that works.
Or do you guys want to go through the infested with monsters, hyena tribe, and basilisk territory?
I mean, we have a pretty good track record of avoiding all that with the most wonderful person on Earth with us.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, Sibo.
Yep, yeah.
I mean, who knows? We might find. I guess we could always do that on the way back.
True, that's true too.
And make sure we go through this whatever this prison is with full power. Okay, I'm fine with either.
So, serious question. Logistically, can the Allosaurus mounts be brought on board, or will we have to leave them?
I guess you would just ride them to the coast and then let them go. They'd find their way back to their masters.
We could just send one of their tenders along with us and have them take the Allosaurus back. Sharp tail behemoth.
That sounds reasonable. I didn't want to bring them necessarily because of size and upkeep, and good lord, if we run out of feeding them goats, they're going to start eating people. But no, that sounds workable. But I don't know about you all, but I don't want to swim up to that prison. I'd rather, sail up with, the jolly boats and whatnot.
They can. Didn't volunteer to swim.
Well, someone mentioned swimming, and X day on the swimming day, please.
Noted.
Okay, it sounds like sailing.
But like nobody voted for the Australian Outback tour through the pass
I guess do you want to put
Sibo did.
Nim's not voting for that. I'm not voting for it.
Sibo voted for it.
Was there a poll that went up?
No.
Oh, I mean, I could put a poll up, but
Do we really need one?
I don't think
I think it would be a
it's
wasted
needed.
effort.
Yeah, I don't think it's needed. Sibo's the only one that said something about it, but yeah.
All right.
In Noriande, this is just a leisurely weekend.
Trip to the corner store.
Like I said, sounds like boat sailing. So head back to the ship. Head back to where we had our jolly boat stored. Go ship. Get back to the ship. Sail down to the coast a bit,
Are
and
you
get back on the
discussing
job.
these plans with Hyaris and the rest of the Amazons, or are you doing this privately?
I guess we would have done it. We would have hero huddle and then went to them, and once we made a decision before we left.
Oh.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. They might have
That
some
sounds
insight.
reasonable. Also, while in the hero huddle, Julian will take this opportunity to say, Maya, if you don't want the challenges of being the ruling monarch, we could always try, representative democracy. That's a thing that exists somewhere. But, all the tribes get together, and then they have people that, speak for those tribes, and they are in a larger council, and they make greater decisions.
Julian, the throne is Maya's birthright.
Well, it is also her choice whether or not she wishes to occupy it. I'm
She's
just
got a
saying,
responsibility to her people.
right? And if she feels that responsibility also entails broadening their mind and giving them options, I'm just saying, Maya is very much her own person. Perhaps she would like, greater freedoms and, being the leader of a nation might otherwise afford her. It's a lot of responsibility.
No, it's because she's a great person that she needs to be the leader of this nation.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and be selfish here and say we need her greatness too. So,
Fair point.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot, Julian, and that has been something that we have this quest, and I don't want to, if Thylea falls, then so does Themis. So I don't plan on abandoning our quest once this happens, but I do owe it to my mother, to Moxena for saving me, to see this through.
no question there. Just wanting to give you some,
I appreciate
options.
I can always count on you to make sure I see all the angles.
Does bring up a good point, though. What do the retirement benefits look like for former heroes of prophecy? Not that I'm, considering it or anything.
Well, that's sort of the thing. Like, there's licensure of, Heroes of Prophecy, Julian's, and, if you make a big enough name for yourself, I mean, there's, speaking appearances and, other investment opportunities.
Monetary.
We'll discuss it more once we get to that point.
Okay. Am I building equity?
Well, personal equity, not, physical equity. Equity in the brand.
Heroes of Prophecy sounds a little bit like a pyramid scheme. You can put it like that.
It's not a multi-level marketing scheme. It's just the five of us, and our actions.
But if you can bring on 2 more people,
No,
And
we
get
don't
them
need
to
more
bring
people.
on 2 more people.
That is the opposite of what we need.
I can get 2 more
This
people
is not
before
one
the
of our
night's out.
schemes, Sebo.
Before the hour even.
Okay, so we'll tell them that we're gonna. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, the Kraken tribe has a ship.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you were talking about it in front of them or not. Because if you said, "Oh, we have jolly boats," or "We have chonking big battleship," they were like, "Oh, we have small ships."
Wow. Well, I'll change my answer then.
Yeah, I'm changing my answer. So let me borrow it. Yeah.
Okay.
I see that one Outback.
I really feel like it. I mean, it'll take longer.
Honestly, if I could vote twice,
You're trying to build character? Oh no, get this out of here. It's like, we could go into 2 teams. One could go... Oh no.
No.
What?
Okay, 4. Yeah, all right. Borrow Kraken tribe ship.
Yeah, so these the Kraken tribe ships are much more traditional, like Greek trireme situation. Like they are not meant for deep sea travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess if that's the situation. I'm getting a weird echo.
Yeah, it's a really weird echo. I don't know if that's wrong.
Is anyone else hearing that echo? No, it stopped.
I'm not.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Well, did it sound like typing?
No, it sounded like me, but like a second behind me, but like far away. It was weird. Yeah.
Usually we only get that when somebody's playing with us and they're...
Yeah, sorry about that. I fixed my mic.
Man, you are all in tonight. That's incredible. Wow. All right. You know what? Take a point of DM inspiration there, Sibo. Deliberately messing
Holy shit.
deliberately messing up your sound to truly capture the entire experience. I don't even know what to say. All you gotta do now is like bail on me for extra life to get married. This is perfect. So.
My
Just
wife and I
renewing
are
your-
renewing our vows. Yeah, so.
I was about to say, just doing your vows count, or is that the mistress?
All right. Fantastic. Okay. So I will check to see if you are waylaid by sea. Do you guys want to meet for flavor? I'm just going to describe the Kraken tribe to you. So basically all the ladies from all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, if they decided to form
There's
an
not
Amazon
that many
tribe.
of them.
That's fair. That's fair. There should have been more.
Really should have.
Yeah. So you take an Amazon and you take a pirate, but like a fantasy expectation pirate and a fantasy expectation Amazon, and you mash them together, and that's what you get from the Kraken tribe. But they are also they're not there for your male gaze. These are some strong ass sea weathered badass ladies. You guys have seen the creatures that live in the waters of this world. These women hunt them for sport. Very few of them have all of their limbs. There's like scars and like patches and prosthetics, which, too bad Oren's not here. They use the same sort of clockwork artifice that they build their stimfays to sort of replace limbs that are eaten by deadly sharks and sea monsters and whatnot.
It jives with Oren's luck that the island where he get cool steampunk prosthetics, he dies before it.
Yeah, a little bit.
With Maya's idea that, oh man, we might meet Oren one day. She's gonna try and pick one up before we go.
So basically, steampunk cyborg Amazons, muscle ladies.
Steampunk cyborg Amazon pirates.
Yes.
I really like that Icelandic death metal band.
Yeah. So they give you a boat, and the boat could easily hold, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 crew. Well, 25 if there's somebody bossing everybody around. But there's seats for 24 rowers. Looking at your motley collection of allies and whatnot, you will be understaffed on this boat. So they go and try to find you a smaller one. But unless you guys think you can handle a 24-seater.
Well, Nim's not going to be rowing, so...
Wow.
Oh, no.
Might want to see if we could find
Everybody works.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we could find like a 6 person and I could just hang out at the back.
If Sibo polybrachia is somebody, would that help?
That would definitely help, yeah.
Here, I could grab one of these. Nah, never mind.
And let me see here. Trying to think if there's anything I can do to help.
Why don't we bring 2 boats and some of the Kraken tribe people help us in ours, and then when we land, they take our boat and leave, and we can find another way out.
We don't need to worry about it because you didn't end up getting a random encounter on the way there. So I could just have them drop you off at the island. So that works out too. Do you want to try to convince some of the Amazon rebels to just sail you out in this boat? And then you guys swim the rest of the way to the island so that you minimize even more the chance of discovery. Then you guys are kind of in charge of escaping on your own. Or do you intend to take the ship as close to this island, which is just a pillar of stone jutting up out of the ocean, and then kind of, yeah.
So this 24 rower ship, how big is it? And like, would it be like If there's somebody standing up on top of this island, like looking out in the water, would they see us? It would be easy for them to see us coming?
Yeah, they could get they could do a smaller boat too, like a 12-seater.
I think that'd probably be better for us.
Okay.
Well, I could.
But they tell you that this smaller boat, you're gonna want to stay as close to the coastline as possible because the boat's gonna look like a real tasty snack to anything in the deep water.
I could mask our approach once we're roughly 10 minutes out, and Nim kind of has an image of waves appear in the palm of their hand. It'd be a lot bigger, if we needed to.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Andronicus, you don't need to, regale us with, boudoir stories. We understand that,
Meta-wise, I've
you
got major
have to get,
image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could cast major
we
image if you
understand that
wanted.
sometimes you have to, get invented
Okay.
bedroom.
Back in my day, not that anyone remembers, we used
Yeah.
You're getting the full gauntlet.
to...
We want a major image, and then they could drop us off right there, and then we wouldn't have to worry about walking on water.
I mean, if we think major image can mask the entire ship, yeah.
It's a 20-foot cube. How big is this ship, I guess?
Ooh, 20. It's gonna be bigger than a 20-foot cube. At that point, you might as well just be using your jolly boats.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Make
the
it
ship
that.
is holding 24 rowers. Yeah, it's gonna be much bigger than.
Well, again, even the 12-seater is gonna still be pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys have been out on like a sailboat IRL,
Yeah, I
like.
glanced at it, and I thought it said 20-foot radius, but it's a cube, so-
yeah.
Okay.
It's not a bad plan. If you guys want, you could.
It could mask the party as we walk.
Oh, I could just put it at the front of the boat, so aimed it at the island. So anybody at the island would see a wall and just make it shimmer to look like the rest of the waves. So that way, if they're looking straight on, so we'd be seen from like the side, but they wouldn't see us. The people that are on the island wouldn't see us.
That could work.
Yeah, that could work. So I guess the idea is take the 12-seater, stay along the coast, and when we get close, use the major image to block us.
Within like 10 minutes or so. I think 10 minutes at a normal boat pace is probably pretty far out.
So this is
proficient rowers, but we're not all proficient rowers.
This is a very low resolution picture, but I hope that it kind of explains just how isolated and defensible this island is. It's like some Alcatraz stuff going on. It's a spire of stone coming up out of the ocean. And there's a flat part. Yeah, look how small that is. But you can drag it to kind of make it bigger. There's a flat part that has like forest and rocky scrub and stuff, and then there's like a door that leads in. You can't see it in the picture, but there's also a statue, allegedly an ancient titan that was turned to stone. Allegedly.
There's a precarious rope bridge that goes off to the side.
Yeah, you don't see that in the picture, but it connects to the mainland. Yeah.
Okay, serious question.
That was actually added by Will. As written, they have to fly to get out there.
I just wanted a cool
'cause it was
precarious rope scene escape, alright? Jeez.
That orange is not here for rope stuff.
Exactly. It'd be
Oh yeah.
really out of the element.
Fuck yeah.
Just wanted a rope, goddammit.
All right.
So serious question.
Uh-huh.
I know.
This
we're
this
kind of,
picture
like,
this
almost
picture
there.
you could probably tell because of the low resolution was snipped directly from the adventure. So like that is 100% what it is. It's like this highly defensible air access only because you got flying dragon mounts. It's the perfect place for a bunch of dragon knights to build a fortress. It makes no sense for the Amazons to try to use it, which is part of what got Clemente thinking like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I was joking about the walls being unscalable, but really, how are we going to get from the boat up to the prison?
Also, like, I don't think like we can all really stealth. Do we want to try and get some armor? There's predominantly women in our group. Arrest the men. I say arrest in air quotes, and like bring them to the prison.
Perhaps
Prisoner.
one of the convoys coming and going, we could waylay on the road and masquerade as them. How often do they bring prisoners in and out? I guess that'd be a question for.
Oh yeah. That's the thing.
Yaris.
Like they very infrequently. The island is visited very infrequently.
We're gonna have to use that rope bridge then.
The last prisoner they brought in, was her agent.
What was the name of the agent again?
Arethusa.
She has red hair like fire.
Yeah, red hair.
We think she may be interrogated. How long
Or
ago was
dead.
she brought in?
Or dead.
Hey, we're being optimistic.
She was brought in 3 days ago.
Oh, she's dead.
Maybe. We don't know. But that does argue for like going the water.
And not to John Mulaney spook you, but this is the second location because she was caught at the palace and tortured and interrogated there. So
the odds of survival are down like 73% or something.
Yeah. But they must.
Never tell me the odds.
But they're keeping her alive for a reason, and they transported her all the way across the continent. So she must know something, or
it's a trap.
So once again, how are we gonna get from the water up there?
Well,
maybe there's some sort of tunnel system that leads from the bay.
I think we still have some of Oren's pitons back here. We could.
We're gonna scale the side of this mountain.
I don't think strength or stealth are our strong suits.
It's about a 120-foot climb.
Oh man, killing me.
I think if we take a more direct approach and kind of bluff our way in. I mean, Nim, you are very convincing. I think if we were to, if you were to be dressed up appropriately as a Amazonian guard, and you beat on me sufficiently, you could convince them that you caught some dirty men that needed to be interrogated and imprisoned, and they'd let us in.
I mean, once they see how old you are, they're not going to let you in. They're going to
right. So we have to sprinkle with a modicum of truth. So, like, maybe we tell them that we are the heroes of prophecy, and the men have been captured and are being brought here, or privateers or smugglers or something else.
How about we know the whereabouts of these people they're looking for, just like Arethusa allegedly did.
Yes, exactly. Allies of the resistance.
Yeah, something like that. Also, question. So, Meta, is there really how are we saying that they get there?
They fly.
Yeah,
they use the bridge, of course. I've tried to bring it.
Well, you guys have seen that the Amazons do have larger stimfei that fly them around. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could use the my clockwork owl, figurine of the owls as a version of a flying stimfei. So I can hold 2 people to climb up there.
Can you turn into an owl or a giant owl?
I can turn into a flying. I can turn into either a creature that can climb the walls or fly up.
I think a giant owl is something. What's the highest CR you can turn into?
Well, it's not that. It depends on what forms I have. So I have.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot.
Yeah, we're using right. I'm still using the old Giffyglyph versions. I might be changing next level up, but we'll see.
All right. So our options are sneak in via finding a way for all of us to be able to fly up there, or get them to fly us up there somehow.
Yeah, pretty much.
We also could potentially, not that I'm condoning this, but whatever they're using to go. No, stimfei don't. We couldn't steal someone else's stimfei, right? That would not be.
We did steal someone else's stimfei, didn't we?
Yeah, on the way out of the place, Andronicos has it stuffed in a sack.
So what if we
get
found
the Pokemon somehow? You got that fair and
that's true. Yeah.
He's gone full Team Rocket now.
Yeah. Come on, Sibo, you know what I have. If we could commandeer some things to get us to fly up there. Either way, I think it's stealth that we have to go to. I don't think there's a way for us to get flown up there without stealth, without some like we're not going
I
to
don't think there's
convince
a way to
them.
get float up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I don't know we're going to be able to convince them to do it for us, even if it's a ruse. We're probably going to have to either acquire the means or use what we currently have, if that's possible.
Well, actually, you can your giant owl can. How long does it last? Your mechanical one.
Let me see.
Because if it's more than like
Is it
10
like an
minutes,
hour?
yeah, we could just make trips. Like you could sit on the owl with Pass Without a Trace going and just ferry people up and down it. It'd be a slow escape method, but to get us up there, we could slowly get one by one flown up.
Creatures friendly.
It's only 120 feet, which isn't a lot for an owl. It's like what, 12 seconds of owl flight.
Yeah.
So even Nim could
Uh,
sit on the owl and make a major image and make it look like the sky around as the owl flies up. Just have it aimed towards. You could even cloak the entirety of the owl with a 24 cube, and that could be our and just camouflage it like the surrounding area.
8 hours. It lasts for 8 hours.
Okay, I think we should. I think that's the play then. But then to get out, we'll
yeah.
have to steal.
Steel, or do we have polymorph? Do we have something else that we?
I
could
can polymorph. I have polymorph.
So there's a potential for at least that for one, maybe two. Can you up?
Can you
can't-
polymorph some like? Could you polymorph someone into like a flying behemoth?
Playing behemoth.
Something that can hold 2 people.
Oh, yeah,
I
you've
guess
seen those
Like- like- Pterodactyl.
yeah, the skin wing behemoth. Yeah, you've
Skin
seen
wing
those.
That's it.
behemoth.
That's it.
were they able to carry 2 people? I mean, yeah, we did.
that one
we
was
did.
carried
we
like
did-
4.
I rode on one with
Moxena says, I mean, hear me out. If everyone's dead, there's no one to run from.
Right. So maybe we're about escaping after we need to escape because we may not need to escape.
I'm always worried about escape, Sibo.
I'm not about to.
Plus, I don't
involve-
think I don't think wholesale slaughters in the cards unless it
They're loyal to the
hand is
queen.
forced.
If we if we defeat them here, they aren't able to aid the queen later.
What if we defeat them and then bring in some of Clemente's people to turn this into a sort of base of operations?
It's useless. What? What?
Just a
Moxena looks so
suggestion.
frustrated.
You asked me for strategic advice, Moxena.
Yes, I don't think I did. I ask you specifically.
You were speaking near me. I assumed you were asking my opinion.
I mean,
Well,
I may
Nim,
get-
I have a very good question to ask you then.
Yes.
If we're struggling to get up and down 120 feet, how would we mobilize all of our troops to get up and down from there in a meaningful way to reclaim the entire continent?
Well, I mean, we figured it out, so I think that's it's a future issue.
I mean, we're not going to know what's in there until we get inside. So,
Yeah.
and I think in terms of escaping,
Maybe a ladder.
we can. I can if I can either summon an air elemental that can fly somebody, or polymorph somebody who can carry. I'll keep those. I'll try and keep those spells available.
How
Or
much
whatever
rope
we
do
do
we
inside
have?
that. And if it's possible, I can always transform myself back into a flying creature to fly out too. So there's a possibility. We could probably get three or four people with the one polymorph, and then me flying out myself.
And I mean, not that I want to risk it, but I could always just Julian and I could always jump and just misty step before we crush our faces.
And I guess that's true if you're willing to do that, but very dangerous,
It's very
especially
dangerous.
especially once you land in the water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I could probably get some people to help us get out.
That's probably true too. I think we have options.
Yeah, we have options.
So
We won't know which one's the best one until we're in there.
all of a sudden we're already on the boat sailing there.
What do you mean sailing there? We're parked outside the island.
Yeah,
right
see,
now.
Yeah, I mean, I already checked for encounters, so
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
you're
good.
you're good.
I say we
right.
have options as I climb on top of the Stemphe.
Cool. It'll be quick in and out, 5 minutes tops. Yeah. All right.
Well,
yeah,
so much for the armor notion.
The armor.
Well, I said, we would pretend to be
no, it's way too
Amazons.
complicated.
Well,
Roxana says there's always opportunities for deception. We just need to keep our eyes open for them.
Yeah, I think this is our best bet to start, at least to get into the island. So
Any plan that you people have ever made has fallen apart as soon as you try to do it.
So why do we try? Yeah, exactly.
Why don't this time we go there and just make up the plan as it's happening?
All right, first things first. We know what's going to happen is the first room we come across is going to be full of armor that's accessible to all of us. There's even going to be a halfling version of it. So we're totally fine. We know that that's going to be available to us the first room we come across.
All right. What about maybe the third room?
That's going to be, there's going to be Stemphe that are available for us to use to get to escape with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's in the plan, so therefore we know it's going to be there.
Okay. I will grab everyone and bring them over to the map. All right.
My dad will be in room 2.
Let's see.
Oh, good. My happy childhood will be in room 4.
all right.
Kara
So,
says, you had a happy childhood? Dang, I got to tip your dad more.
No, he made the most of it, but I was being sarcastic. I'm trying to illustrate that Sibo's being, an obnoxious ass per usual, and probably we won't find anything that he's.
That's fair. That's fair.
About.
Don't worry, Sibo. I'll be your best friend now.
Baby boy, if you were a famous philosopher, you'd be Sarcasticles. No, I'm working on it, but
Sarcasticus?
Sarcasticus? You know what? We'll come back to that one.
Emphasis on
all right, we'll workshop it. We'll put a pin in it.
It's my turn to ride on the owl. Goodbye.
Sarcastus?
Sir.
No, that sounds too much like a castus.
Alright, so Nim will, from the bottom of the boat, because they feel bad about not helping with rowing literally at all, so they're going to major image. They don't feel that bad, but they'll still major image the owl as it goes up and down the cliffside.
Okay.
To have it blend into the surrounding rocks and sky.
It is all yellow grass and pale orange stone when you are climbing and reach the top.
Through the air.
Okay, sorry, flying as you are delicately airdropped at the top.
There we go.
Okay. There are 2 sites of interest. One is what looks like a massive stone door far off in the distance. There is apparently a spring or something, because there is a bit of a stream that sort of winds its way from the highlands to the lowlands, disappearing back down into the earth.
Did we move maps, or do I need to refresh?
Not yet. I'm just describing.
Okay, double check. Okay.
So then, let's see.
Final question. Can we get some heist music?
Oh, yeah, sure. The heist music? Is that,
yes.
Is that what you're after? Okay, alright.
At least until we set the alarms off.
There is the heist. Oh, yes, I know what the heist music is.
After all these years, everyone should know what the heist music is. The greatest contribution this game has ever made to my life.
I
and then,
enjoyed
of course, there's the alarm music.
I played it. It was actually a pretty good game.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, is this Castlevania?
yes, it is Castlevania Jr.
All those heists in Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
You need to steal Dracula's life away from him without him knowing.
So there you go. Now you're thinking like you're in an infiltration. All right. Right away, you see that the landscape is littered with stone men and women that seem to be in the middle of a great battle. Sunbathing. Or wait, what time of day are you going? I guess it's a good question.
I think we were going to try to do nightish, right? Or at least darker. So
I think that's what we were all thinking, but I don't know.
I don't know
That would be very good. I'll put all these sunning basilisks away. All right, hold on.
Oh fuck, Jesus!
There's a lot of them.
There's no way there's basilisks on the Fang, right?
Yeah, but these are ones that they keep here as
they've
like, you know.
imported them.
Oh, these are
Yeah.
guard basilisks, so they
Yeah.
keep them and
Dirty.
maintain
But-
them.
There's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
skins
still,
out
yeah, but they're gonna be schnoozing. I'm assuming they're
Yeah,
gonna be
that works
schnoozing.
for me. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Julian's
So then,
the first one that gets dropped off on the Fang, immediately turned
Yeah.
to stone.
We show back up like, what the fuck happened, dude?
all right, and it's actually not a completely new moon, so I won't set it to be completely dark here. So let's see.
Julian activates his night vision goggles.
All right, lighting. There we go. Okay.
He screws a suppressor onto his flintlock pistol.
Yeah, if you're coming in at night, I mean, I'm actually gonna hide. Man, why did the other group come during the fucking day? All right, whatever.
Because Phil?
Yeah, okay. That's right. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, the map is set up for the daytime. Seems like a weird time to break into a prison, but all right. So I'm describing it to you as if it's daytime, and you guys are like, whoa, hold
How are
on.
we gonna get in? Well, I'll
All
just
right.
carry everyone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
climb on.
that's exactly what happened. All right, so listen. All right. Anyways, this time around, it's nighttime. There's uneven terrain. There are sleeping basilisks around, but most of them have little caves or burrows that they're in. But there might be a couple that are enjoying the night air. Unless you're too loud, shouldn't have to worry about it. Essentially, there'll be a consequence of a failed skill challenge. There are 2 guards posted out front. They seem to be Amazon Chargers, which are their version of like cavalry knights, and they do have some very sleepy Trihorn behemoths. Behind them is the very massive door carved into the stone wall that you can see in the very badly pixelated image I shared with you earlier. An artist's rendering of a flying scout that flew by the prison. The island itself has a scene from an ancient battle preserved in stone. Now, over the years, the stone statues have been mostly destroyed or eaten by lazy basilisks. But one of the statues is super impressive. It's like 80 feet tall. It's like an 80-foot tall man. And he was apparently turned to stone long ago. His blade, like carving a swath through the land itself. Very little is known of this great and ancient warrior of titanic size. But it's a cool marker. I'm going to put you guys in the... Do you want to approach... Here's a good question. Do you want to approach from the south, where you will have a line of sight of the guards, but they might have a line of sight of you? Or do you want to approach from the east or northeast, where you will be on a ledge overlooking the entrance? So you'll be about 50 feet above the entrance. There'll be a stone overhang. The entrance will be under that overhang, and the guards will be directly below you. Or do you want to come in from the southeast using the stream for cover?
The stream for cover.
cover.
I feel like
Safest, yeah.
we can bamboo read it. Does the
Okay.
stream look like it goes
Yeah.
up into the
The
fortress?
stream goes
Comes out
through.
of-
Yes, the stream leads directly to the entrance of the fortress. It is in a canyon 60 feet down.
How deep is the stream?
At its deepest, the stream is only 15 feet, and that's in the very middle of the stream.
We have water breathing.
It is
so
about 30 feet across.
And
We've
one-
got water breathing. That seems like the safest
There-
bet.
Your knowledge of Thylean basilisks, there may or may not be basilisk layers along the stream.
If Nim probably wouldn't know that, so they'd propose the stream.
Okay. You want me to throw up a poll?
Sibo would know that and propose the stream.
Oh, you clever boy.
Yes, poll, please, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with any approach. I think we're gonna be the same tools used either way.
Yeah, I
Either
think
way, yeah.
our worst bet is coming in above, because then we have to try and get down.
Exactly.
Yep.
Even if we did the straight on approach in view of the guards, if we had pass without trace and threw up a couple like invisibilities, we might be pretty good.
I mean, I'll be having pass without trace going.
Alright, I'll do overland and stream for mine. Yeah, the only one that seems very untenable is drop down, because we had so much trouble just getting up here.
Oh, and is it possible that Julian was able to pick up another battle axe either from the ship's armory or from the Amazonian rebels before reaching this point?
I'm sorry, ask again? I was answering some questions.
Sure thing. Is it possible that I was able to replace the battle axe that I lost in the arena?
Yeah. One of the since you are friends with the princess, one of the Krakens, who likes small pretty boys, was infatuated with you and gave you the axe.
Julian will accept the axe and also take this opportunity to, pitch the idea that, considering how capable the women of the Kraken tribe are, we're always looking for a few good women to really flesh out and bring a strong feminine energy on board the Stormbreaker.
Okay.
So, we would gladly take them on board, once this is all said and done.
Okay, this lady who has not had sexual harassment training and thinks that men are there for her pleasure says a bunch of lewd things to you about taking her on the ship. There is a lot of derisive laughter from the other women. Give me a
Julie does not back down from this challenge.
All right.
And will respond, if you would like, I can certainly make that part of the deal. I would gladly take you and any of your lady friends on. I'm up for the challenge.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Did it come through?
It did. They all laugh. They offer you fermented milk, and a lot of them say, when it is all over, you come find us.
I will be good to my word. I will accept the fermented milk.
All right. So, in that lovely you think about that lovely flashback as you were wading up this ice cold stream.
15 feet below the surface.
Like all my genitalia is just like up inside my body permanently at this point.
Just normal stuff.
Normal extreme cold stuff. Yes.
All right. That's good because there might be some stinging, biting fish in the stream. So keep everything close.
This mission will be purple rain.
Oh, nice.
We should all trade call signs so they don't know who we are. We are speaking with each other.
Damn, some of you got blind sight? Which is blind sight?
Andronicos has blind sight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kyra still has God sight on. I was like, damn, somebody lighten up the world over here. All right, let me load you into the map.
You can also. I also have a pastoral trace going, so I'll throw aura on myself.
Sounds good.
Sophia will.
Oh wait! Don't look at anything yet.
I can't see.
I was supposed to set all your height to -60. This map was made before I knew about that mod. Okay. Let's see. Well, you guys.
Should Corinna be at full
60.
health again?
Yeah. Yes, she should. I'll heal her up.
Sophia and Siba have been working on this new thing that they're gonna try, where she transforms into a helmet, and her eyes cover his eyes.
Ooh.
And then he will go into her and see through her.
Phrasing.
Yep. No, that works too.
With the tremendous amount of stim phase you have access to, because technically, Heliodora has one. Moxana, for some reason, does not use a stim phase, even though she is Amazon.
And she didn't want people to find out she was an Amazon.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
So you would think that she'd start using one again, but I'm almost kind of wondering if it's some kind of like she doesn't think she deserves to have one. I don't know. So
Well, maybe she'll have one after this is all done.
all right. So this would be another perfect map to set up with that mod, Dom. But yeah, as you guys are coming up through the river, you would know the layout because of all the Stimfey flyovers that you were probably able to do. So, and there's so many Stimfey in themes that people don't really pay Stimfey much mind. kind of like nowadays, where my TV is spying on me, my alarm clock right next to me is spying on me, my telephone's spying on me, and I'm like, life's good. So, all right, it is not paused. So let's see. Use negative height for ravine and river to control wall height. Make sure you set the players to negative 60 before activating the map. Oh, good note. Thanks, Self. All right.
Jim's gonna use message to keep everybody in the loop.
All right. All right. So let's see. You got Nessa. So up ahead, there's a couple of basilisks that are sleeping, but they just don't GAF because Nessa's with you.
This is Purple Rain to Mr. Fish. Advance. Over.
Stay on my 6, Purple Rain. Stay on my 6. Tripod.
After
What are you
Nim
doing?
sends somebody with a message, they send it to everybody else. They update everyone.
Ask Tripod what he's doing.
Is this
This is
how
for
late? How
Tripod.
late is this? Is this midnight? You doing a midnight run on the prison?
I guess
Um,
so.
All right.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
guess
do like
midnight-
10
I
o'clock?
mean,
I think probably I think 10 probably is a little bit better. Or do you
Okay.
guys want to do midnight?
But 10 p.m. run just doesn't sound right. You know what I mean?
Midnight run does sound better.
All right. All right. We'll time it so you get to the front door right at midnight.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Nice. We had to wait around for like 15 or 20 minutes to make sure it lined up.
yeah. Well, let me back up real quick. I gotta.
Do you guys see the cool sword, dude?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that the 80
Yes.
foot tall dude?
Yeah.
Okay, so does it look like they were turned to stone?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the stories that,
That's the
that there was. Yeah, there was a super giant warrior that was fighting in this battle long ago, and everybody here got turned to stone.
Nim, how does message work? Can you see if there's somebody alive in there still?
I need to get purple closer. This is Purple Rain, by the way. Over. Call signs tripod.
I apologize, Purple Crane.
Oh, what's wrong?
So I can't hear you. The sound's really loud. It's messing up my all this running water. Was that 25 words?
Oh, there's a wall here.
Oh yeah, there's a wall here.
Oh. Okay. Let me just. I got it.
Fling us past.
Once we get on the other side of this purple strain, see if you can message this giant.
I see the door. I see the front door.
Oh man, some real struggle here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys to the other side.
All right, try Sarah.
I thought I had
so-
I thought I had it set to ethereal on top of everything else, but
All right, that's gonna work.
All right, so we're gonna try and hide before we they spot us.
Or
Um,
spots us. Oh,
There's a bunch of guards. There's a bunch of guards at the front door.
Hmm.
Front door's over here.
Noted. Queen Oof. Purple Rain out.
Hmm. I think of a way we can get past these guards.
okay. You hear someone eating. Wait, you guys still underwater? Or have you come out of the water now?
We're like peeking up, like
Yeah,
Mhm.
alligator
Tropic
style.
Thunder
right?
style.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tropic
okay,
Thunder. Yeah.
You're good then.
this little statue thing come out of the water a little bit. To, like,
Yeah,
provide cover.
this apparently there was there's a lot of lost history in this world because the twins aren't big on history. So what happened here is probably driving Sibo and Falana crazy.
Nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to know: is there somebody alive in this thing? Like, come on, it's like you could talk to Julian. Sorry, you could talk to Prince the Sandalman, but you could like. I just want to see if you can talk to this guy.
Do you want to try to reach out to the statue?
Sure. And then we'll shoot up a message.
Oh God!
You feel like it was received by something, but there was no response.
Oh shit!
Because they're insane.
Right?
They've only been trapped in that fucking thing for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years, yeah.
No reply.
Alright.
These statues, the remnants that you see, they predate even when the Dragonlords built this fortress.
Yeah, right? Oh shit, like, yeah. Like this has to be.
You could have a real easy world threat if we wanted to pop a greater restoration on one of these guys.
Just wait until I get greater restoration. I'm coming straight back here.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
How do we know that it's not another Titan's Folly situation, huh?
Yeah, oh, it definitely is. All right, looking up, is there like a way? Does the surrounding area like wrap around up to the north, like up here?
Yeah, your surveillance. This is the only entrance that you were able to see. Though you did not scout below the waterline. You only had the Synphe fly around the islands. But as far as surface entrance, this is the only one that you've seen.
Do we want to try to distract and pull them away, or do you just want to try to fight them off? We only have to take out the guards, we don't have to worry about the Triceratops.
We have to fight them, it's going to be very loud.
Now beyond them, this is like a little alcove. See where this lock is? There's like this leads to another map, which is going to tucked in under the stone. That's where the door is.
Oh, okay, so it's an alcove. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to try to lure them away somehow?
Well, I mean, I could go up and distract them, and name if you could, charm the two guards. They could then be our escorts inside.
Work it. It'll put us on a timetable, though.
Well, yeah, timetable, but like,
Probably
if it doesn't work, why the hell are we here?
Yeah, probably find Arethusa quickly. We had to guide them.
That's true.
I think that's one of our best bets then.
Right. So, do I go as my charming self, or do I put on some kind of disguise?
Alternatively, I apologize. Invisibility. If we still have that option.
Yes, but that's using a lot of resources. I mean, can you? Like, how easy is it for you to charm someone? Do you have to use a lot of spell components to do it, or is it something that is sort of innate?
When you
just a part of my character.
When you send someone a message, do they know where it came from?
No, but they can reply to it.
Would you be able to send them a message and telling them to check around the corner?
I could, yes.
You have to get
Yeah, at least they would think, they might, use that as an opportunity to check out what's going on, or they might use that opportunity to alert if something's going on. That could be another thing too.
Yeah, they might just immediately raise the alarm if they hear some sort of magic voice in their head.
Well, then maybe I should go and introduce myself, distract them.
Yeah, that could work.
They also might raise the alarm if they see someone just out here too.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be here. I think.
Right. So, I will, in that case. Well, what about this? What if I went up and looked like I was completely in the buff? Would that not throw them off?
I think it probably would, but I'm not sure.
Well, would that give you enough time to charm them both?
Probably.
All right, then. In that case,
magic yourself nude, or are you just gonna get nude?
I'm not gonna get nude because then that's an issue of donning and doffing armor. So I'm going to use a first level spell slot for disguise self, and so I'm gonna be wearing all my gear, but I'm gonna look like I'm completely naked.
Is there any is this a true to form nakedness?
Yes. I mean, Julian's not ashamed of his body at all.
Nim holds up
But yeah,
an
but the
8
water-
on a piece of
no.
paper.
Remember, the water's pretty cold.
You just-
Okay, well, there will be that adjustment. But to be fair, I mean, who isn't, a grower, not a shower? Both. So, especially when it's this freaking cold.
That's a can of worms there, Julie.
Anyway.
Alright, are you ready? I
I don't know. For
think
some
you
reason,
being naked was crucial to the plan, but I'm glad we got to it.
Well, I feel like it's going to add an extra level of confusion and give us more time.
Indeed.
All right, so Julian's going to cast Disguise Self on himself, and he will appear to be completely naked, and he's just going to start slowly making his way up to the guards.
Okay, so you're gonna appear completely naked and
Yes.
alone,
Yes.
and you're just gonna walk up to the guards.
Yes.
Okay.
Completely throw them off. That is the plan, at least.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So everyone else, the other four of you, give me stealth checks.
Alright, you got a
I
plus
love
10 on
this
this because it.
Okay.
Stealth.
Oh, do I need to adjust my height?
No, negative. They're all negative 60 also. I just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget to pass your trace. You got a plus 10.
Yeah, so my, I didn't, yeah.
Okay, here. I'll put on your music for your.
Be the what is it?
There you go. You got your like stripper music. Kind of
He's already stripped, though. You're
oh,
not
right.
leaving-
Okay.
You're not even
So they
leaving
just think
anything
that.
out.
All
This
right.
is more
So,
naked. This is more naked and afraid.
Oh, Julian, he
Yeah.
will message you. Come over and say that you've just returned from being turned to stone.
all right.
That sounds like an excellent.
Your stealth
line.
checks with pass without trace are so phenomenal that they have no idea you're there.
Naked
two-
Julian.
Yeah, the two women and the Trihorn Behemoths, their jaws drop in surprise and confusion. Go ahead and give me a performance check, charisma.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. They both kind of look at each other and they nod, and then the one says, "Hold! Who are you? You some sort of nymph or spirit?"
No, I don't remember who I am. I've recently become unstoned. What's going on here?
Unstones. They kind
Yes.
of look at each other confused.
Yes.
Why are you naked?
I mean, doesn't everyone fight naked?
Wait.
No encumbrance of armor. Just
Wait.
just straight up skill. But it's so cold. And
Give me
what year is it?
Give me a deception, because they're very confused by your story, by you being naked. Okay.
It's all going according to not plan.
They say, "Don't worry, we'll sort you out." Ja! And she starts to charge,
Alright, and then we'll leap out.
and that's where you got a 9 on your deception.
Okay.
You rolled a 2 and then a 1. So, all
Great.
right. Yeah, strong start.
At
Here we
least they
go.
haven't raised the alarm, though. They're like, this naked. What the
Well, they
fuck?
think it's just
Yeah.
one crazy naked guy. Yeah.
See, it's all going according to plan.
Oh, amazing. Oh, you say as you're being charged by a mounted Amazon.
But at least I'm not actually naked.
That's true.
Oof. Just keeping those low rolls coming. Jeez.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I'll remember next time.
Alrighty, who won that initiative? Wow, nobody's really moving fast in this fight. Oh my god. Maya, you won in a fight with a dozen combatants with a 14.16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'll remove their stim phase and try to remember that they have stim phase. Alright. Cool. Alright. What do you got for me?
All right. Can you
Unpause it? Yeah.
yeah, unpause. All right. So Julian's gonna. I mean, he's gonna try and Do we want to get both of them? So yeah, we did say we were trying to get both. So I'm gonna move up a bit behind Nim, and then I can't really ready that. I'm gonna ready a chakram throw at the one. Let me see, how far away is that? Okay, 60 feet. That's the missing range. So towards the one charging Julian, and then
right.
I'll pass to. I wonder if it might make sense for Julian to. Oh no, okay. I'll pass. We want Nim to try and get him, so I guess Nim.
All right. So, beginning combat, Maya passes to Nim. Okay.
Let's see. I got a quick question. I'll send you in DMs.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nim walks along the side of the rock. They're looking at their wrist as if they're keeping time on Julian. Say, 18 seconds or so. Not a bad deception. Then they'll hop out, looking over. They'll say, let's see. Ladies, please. My friend here, he's just returned from being stoned. I think, wouldn't it be better if we all had a chat first? And then they'll try to charm person on both of them. This will be with disadvantage because they'll have advantage because we're fighting them now.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and I'll burn 2 charges of that. Be
all right.
DC 16 Wisdom.
All right. Fearless tries to do it.
Oh,
and
bring it down.
metallic.
Oh dang!
Oh.
They say, "Oh, and did you come out of stone as well?"
I'd like to think more I was made from marble, but yes. And then Nim's gonna duck back behind the rock. And we'll pass it to Julian.
Okay.
They shrug over at you.
Julian, this one is mid-charge. They're planning to run you down.
Okay.
With rolls like that, not much you can do.
Well, okay, so I'm going to quicken spell. I'm going to mind sliver, and then I'm also going to try and charm person. It's like, no, don't run me down. I'm only little.
All right, so you're gonna try on metallic. That's about to run you down.
Yes.
All right. So I gotta do an in save followed by a wisdom save, which will be penalized if I fail the in save. All right. Let's see. Okay. Just seeing if they got anything for this. No. All right. Here's the intelligence save. Aha! They tried so hard. All right. So they take 6 points of damage, and then they got to make that wisdom save.
I don't know why it's plus.
Oh man, bullets.
2?
I don't know either, but you rolled a 2, so that brings it down from an 18 to a 16, and it causes them to fail, right?
All right.
Against the charm person.
Nice.
Okay.
And that was my innate charm person.
Okay.
It's still a regular charm person, just like it's
Okay. She kind of shakes her head, and she's gonna steal because she took damage. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Yes, I want to scurry over here and hide behind the foot.
All right. So she will steal then, and she will say, "Whoa, hold on, friend. Maybe I was too hasty." And the other Amazon Fearless says, "What is wrong with you? You're acting like a total malakas. You were just about to run this man down. You're very suspicious." And Metallic says, "Yes, but I like that one. But here, we will run down this one instead.
Nim's gonna let out a shriek.
Oh, look! There is another one over here as they come barreling in. Okay. So, let's see. They're going to... Alright.
I'm sorry, Aspa. I know I shouldn't have left you.
Oh, you feeling that? You feeling that guilt?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. She's definitely going to be commanding the Triceratops to run you down, because the Triceratops is a much stronger combatant than she is. Imagine that. So it's going to be using a trampling, charging gore on Nim. So Nim, here we go.
Maybe the end. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna.
Okay, here's the trampling charge.
Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna get annihilated here.
Strength save.
Oh, Foundry, why do you do this sometimes? Okay, strength save.
Okay.
Checks out.
And then it starts to trample you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's see. I'm prone, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta math myself because Foundry is being dumb.
Now, normally a Triord Behemoth does not have a multi-attack, but with the Rider is conferring their multi-attack to the Triceratops, since they're basically a Amazon Cavalier.
I don't know what I'm concentrating on, but I made it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, this next one, so it's gonna be 1930. I don't think I have anything really for that. I think I'm just toast. I guess we can try this, but they've got advantage anyway, so... yeah, I guess Nim will put their hands over the face and they'll say, not the face! And then they'll try to silvery barbs the 28, so they gotta reroll.
Alright, so they're gonna roll a freshie, so it's gonna be plus... Oh, plus 9? God.
Yeah. Tyler, this is going unconscious, so... Yep, okay, nice, amazing.
Oh. Did you just make yourself get a crit with a silvery barbs?
Maybe. Let's see. So they had a 28. How does this thing even work? Chosen creature has disadvantage. Must reroll and use the lower roll. Okay, no. So it doesn't. I didn't. Luckily, I didn't magic myself into a crit, but he still gets unconscious.
All right. And then let's see. It will. Yeah, it'll end its movement like in Maya's space, I guess. Okay. And then it will pass to Fearless. Alright. Fearless says, there's more! I will go sound the alarm. They're going to dismount? Or they're going to start heading off the map?
Hold on.
Oh.
I was readying a
yeah, to throw you, Chakram.
I guess I might as well see if I can throw it at her, and if it'll make her not go and tell alarm and be more upset at hitting me.
Okay.
All right, so here. Oh, it's probably not gonna miss.
All right, yeah, it flies past and like kind of clings off the wall. She sees it and says, "Chakram, the rebels!" And then she's going to hop down.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Oh, and then she slaps the Triceratops on the butt and passes to it, and it will use its own action economy. It's going to charge Julian because it don't give a shit.
Oh God.
Now you know what? It's going to want to charge, so it's going to move close, and then it's going to be dodging as it gets ready to kind of paw. It's like pawing at the earth, like getting ready to charge you. All right. It will pass to. Let's see. Maya. Oh wait, Maya already went.
Yeah, I already went.
Andronicos.
Well, I don't like that. I can't catch that thing.
Can we still see her going, like, walking into that cave?
Yeah. It's just inside.
All right.
This setup was made in the
Javelin of lightning?
Right.
early
No,
days
it's
before I
a lot
knew
of
more
noise.
about Foundry. I definitely would have done some like overhang and like combined that map with this map and all sorts of other stuff. But
I mean, what other range option is there that might be enough to stop her? I mean, does it make a lot of noise? I mean, it's lightning, not necessarily thunder.
that's true.
That's true.
He'll actually just run up here. Is he able to go underneath this thing?
Yeah.
All right, risking it and just gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
Guy.
She says in disgust.
Guy is a universal term for person. You should.
Then why
get
didn't
over
you say
yourself.
gal?
Because I don't call people gals. That's like saying elves and man. I don't
Go
mean
ahead, make
all
the
of
attack
them.
roll.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking
The
forward
elves
to
are so
doing it.
different.
Yeah, just dig,
Yeah,
just dig in that hole. Just dig in
Yeah.
that hole.
Oh, a 21 is pretty good. Does not hit this lady.
So they look like they might be giant or titan.
Oh god, the role playing is so on point
all
tonight.
right.
No, they are not. They have giant muscles.
Okay, now I'm gonna go again. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, no.
Oh. All right, no.
Man, that's a lot of AC.
Yeah.
Over here, yeah.
Their AC is higher than 21.
All right, and then I'll pass over to Sibo. After that.
Okay. They are wearing a form of plate armor. It looks like, with a shield. Like they're going full like mounted knight cavalier style.
Okay.
All right. Tripod, you're up.
Alright, tripod will come up here. Still not close enough, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't do anything. How far away are they?
You can assume that they are about 30 feet off map. Or no, it started there. Is that 20 feet off map? Yeah, so
Alright.
right about here. Here, I'll just put their mini. It'll look like they're up above, but they're actually right there.
Alright, Sibo will Eldritch Blast them from
Okay.
where he's at. Bazinga
Oh, very nice.
and Bazinga.
22 hits. 13 does not.
Okay.
All right. Any special effects other than 13 damage?
Nope, just 13 damage.
All right. She gets blasted and turns around to look at you, or
I
look
flip
over
her
there.
thing, the bird with, but she can't see me, but I flip her the bird from,
So you give her a thumbs up.
yep, because I have no bird. And I'm gonna throw a healing light into Nim.
Okay.
We will go with. I don't really. I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna do 2d6 just so you know. I don't want to.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, very
Damn.
nice.
That would be a critical. That would be some critical damage in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Got Cyberpunk on the brain, huh?
Yeah.
I actually get
Yeah.
double damage against gods and titans. Is Nim a god or no? I'm kidding. And then since they took damage, I assume that they will steal.
All right.
I'll use a inspiration to stop them from stealing.
Okay.
You can pass it to Nim, they could probably stop that one running, maybe.
All right, Maya, you're up.
I'm gonna move to
She's
here.
almost at the door. She's almost at the door.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is my punishment from being hit by leaving Aspa alone. So I'm gonna move out of the way, out of melee with the.
Oh wow, yeah. It starts tossing its head left and right.
All right. Without disengaging.
Okay, hold on. This is okay. Yeah. Okay. She will definitely go ahead and have it gore you, or try.
Yeah, that hits for 25.
Oh fuck!
Wow. Okay.
All right. Oh yeah. Let me see if I keep pass without a trace. Yeah, 25. That would have been either half or 10. So I would have to be win a 12, right? So that would be a loss.
Yes.
Okay, so Pass Without Trace is gone. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is cast a ice javelin at the one that's running away.
Okay.
Here it is.
So, all right, that
And,
that might damage them.
Yeah, but if they get damaged, they can't move. If they fail the thing, they can't move.
We could hold that and then pass to Nim, and Nim also has a thing they could try. That won't damage
Okay,
him.
okay. In that case, yeah, I'll hold the ice javelin to see if Nim's thing works. And if it doesn't, I'll throw it at them.
It's 50-50
yeah,
now.
yeah.
All right.
So they don't steal.
All right, let's
Concentrate
see.
again. Oh. Okay, concentrating on the holding the ice javelin,
All right.
and then I'll pass to Nim.
Did you hit with the ice javelin? Or
I
no,
didn't-
you're holding.
Yeah, I'm holding it. Yeah, I'm holding it.
Okay.
Nim's thing won't damage him. All right. They pass to Nim.
Yep.
Half Moon to stand up. Okay. Let's see. All right. We're gonna use this. So they're gonna they leap up off the floor. They flash a winning smile to Sibo and say, "Just a temporary setback," and then they'll cast a Mantle of Majesty. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Dang it! Mantle of Inspiration. And then so they're gonna spend a Bardic Inspiration, and everyone who can see them. Let's see. When you do so, you choose a number of creatures that you can see within 60 feet, up to number. So I can do everyone. Yeah, everyone in the party 5, except maybe Julian. Not Julian. So I'll do Maya, myself, Andronicus, and Sibo. You can use your reaction to move up to your speed, and you also get 8 temp HP. You don't have to move if you just want the temp HP, but Nim will use that to move 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. And then another 15 feet. And now how far is the Amazonian farmer, them?
Where you see them is where they are.
I can't see them.
Yeah, we can't see them because of we're below 60 feet.
Okay. So hold on. I went and grabbed a shot from the other map that they're on to kind of overlay it onto this map. So give me a sec. This might make things a little bit clearer. Okay. We'll do that. There we go. And then I'll get rid of the wall so that you can see. Like that. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Alright.
Yeah.
Did you see the door?
Not the door,
No,
but...
we don't see the door, but
Oh,
you might
really?
you might need it might be like a tile
Barf.
that's on top of there. Okay, yeah, we can see it now.
All right, cool. So there are four statues next along the inner side of this cliff, and then there's the stone door that she's heading towards.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna sprint up here, and then my best bet for stopping them. I think it's this, honestly. Suggestion. I'll say, hold on, Miss Amazonian. If you really think that you need to go and raise the alarm just for a couple of naked interlopers, why not come and deal with them yourself? And Nim will cast Suggestion onto the charger.
All right, so they got to make a Wisdom saving throw. Should be fine for you. They only have a +2.
Okay, nice.
All right. So they take the bait.
And then Nim, I think that's all they've got. Action bonus. Yep. All right, great. And then we'll pass to. We'll give it to Julian.
I guess I'll go ahead and release the ready to thing because it doesn't. My understanding of Suggestion, it doesn't It's not like they hit, they could get a save against it. After they have it, they have to try and do it.
Let's see. Target makes a wisdom save. Suggest course has to be, and when the subject finishes what it's asked to do. I don't think damaging them gives them an extra save. I think that's what we're rolling with whenever we're fighting the Chimera and Mitros.
Alright. So I already lost the spell slot for readying it, so I'll go ahead, just toss it at her.
Okay.
That'd be good. She's gonna come and beat me up once it gets her turn.
Oh, damn. Yeah, 29 definitely hits. She takes 15 points of cold damage and has to make a strength save.
On the start of her turn, she makes it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, there we go.
Oh, she made it. So she didn't get it. She still has her movement.
All right,
Get
well,
your temp HP. 8 temp HP.
Oh yeah,
15 damage plus the damage she already took. She is bloodied. All right. I think for sure she's gonna try to steal.
I will
Hey,
go
buddy.
ahead and use my inspiration, Sibo, to steal.
Oh, okay,
I will ready an Eldritch Blast at that same one,
okay.
and then I'll pass to Andronicus.
All right.
And then Andronicus will continue trying to attack this one. By the way, I'm realizing, can I reach her from the ground?
Yeah. I mean, the 5e. She's all spaces that the mount is.
Okay, all right.
And as weird as it sounds, because of how bad the armor class is of Triceratops and 5e, she's trying to block hits that would go for the Triceratops.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Demon's gonna shout back, I need some help up here. He's gonna come and deal with interlopers, and I'm the closest one. It was the only thing I could think of in the moment.
I tried.
Andronicus, you could.
I have an
It's already-
idea
it's already
of what
burned.
someone passes to me.
It's already burned. It's
We have
reaction,
to make the
Andronicus.
executive decision that a Triceratops has an armor class of 20 unless you're flanking it, and then it has 13. I just feel like it's so dumb for
Yeah.
an iconic tanky dinosaur to have a 13 armor
Yeah,
class.
it's pretty, that's
I mean,
like,
you could just give it resistant to like one of the physical damage types.
I guess. I like the idea that it has a shield, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally a shield. I don't know. Well,
Attack
I'll figure
one.
something out.
oh,
Attack two! Ugh.
The woman yawns lazily as she deflects each of your little baby swings.
Andronicus,
Man,
come up here.
some manly swings there.
Come up here, Andronicus.
She said, "You fight like a man."
That's right, I do, babe.
Nice.
Did you call me babe?
Oh no, you're in for it now.
Alright, he'll run up here. Opportunity attack, or did we already tank that?
They already took one. Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'll run up
Yeah,
here.
I took it.
And then as Andronicus kind of gets your... Who else needs to go? Nim, did you already go?
Yes.
I will pass to Julian, and I will attack after Julian's turn with Sibo's action.
All right, Julian.
All right, so I need to move closer to the Triceratops. I'm going to get within 30 feet, Misty step onto its back, like into the saddle, grabbing up the reins, and then I guess with my action try and kind of get it to heal, like to stop charging, like calm down or something. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to call out and say, Miss Amazon, I know you've taken a shine to me. Can you help me with this behemoth, please?
Got the new Dr. Doolittle over here.
She looks over and she says, "It's fine. Just climb high where it can't reach you."
But I'm so handsome and naked. Please help.
Give me a persuasion. This will be your action, though. But if you succeed, she will, ignoring this wimpy fish guy, go over and use a handle animals to try to calm it down.
Poof, I'm on its back. All right, and you said persuasion.
Yeah. Okay.
I will succeed at a cost.
You have advantage. I'm gonna give you advantage because you're charms. because you charmed her. So she shrugs. She's having a weird night. All right, do you pass to her?
Yes.
Okay. She looks down at baby fish, and she says, "I have other things to do. Goodbye."
Nice.
And then she and the thing just walk away from you.
And
Do you
then
make an
so
opportunity attack?
I did not.
Oh no, you already ran away. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So she calls out to you. She has other things to do. She goes up to him, and she's gonna try to handle animal. Go. Ooh, she was unable to calm it down. It is still hella mad.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gripping on for dear life.
Okay. She says it's going to be a bumpy ride. And she passes to the Triceratops. It is going to try.
Shoot at the,
Oh.
After Julian's turn, I'll shoot at Fearless.
This lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 20, I'll succeed at a cost if it's, I think it's 22, so I'll succeed at a cost for the first one.
Okay.
And I'll reroll the damage real fast. 7.
All right. So 7 more damage and a sack. Okay.
Yes, perfect. It's been so long. It's been so long. The good news is Sophia's on my face, so
Okay.
You're ready. You're like,
I knew it was coming.
All right, Julian, give me an acrobatics or athletics. This thing's going to use its action to try and buck you off its back. It's basically going to try and do a rodeo this turn. If that doesn't work, it's just going to improvise the track, try to roll on top of you. All right, here we go. It's just going to roll strength. Because it doesn't hit the gym very... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to say that you get launched, rodeo style.
Oh, God.
All right, so let's say... Because that was a pretty big disparity in your checks. All right, 2. So you get thrown this away. And just give me an acrobatics. Yeah, give me an acrobatics to see if you could land safely.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna be prone and take a d6 from falling off its back. All right, so
Only
1
one-
damage and you're prone, and then it is going to back up, and then next turn it's planning to charge you again, but it's no longer dodging. All right, it's a lot going on there. All right, and then it's going to pass to Metallic went. That one went. You took a damage, but you've already gone. Fearless is the last one to go. All right, Fearless has been suggested to fight you guys. All right, so the lance is probably still just dangling from the Triceratops, honestly, if she got off to warn them. So she is going to pull out her chakram. And she is going to rush forward. And... because you are, you are a superior opponent, Nim. Because you are not a presenting male, she will attack you, the superior opponent. Here you go.
Where you're wrong. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right,
He's alive. That first, they both miss unless they have advantage.
All right, let's see what the complication is. Oh no! So they rush forward and fall prone.
Nim screams and ducks, and it throws her off balance enough for her to trip. The next one almost hits him, but then he like looks over to her, like says, "Atronicus, help!" and then moves out of the way.
Oh man, that's rough. Okay, that's it. Okay, play passes to. I guess she'll pass to her allies. She will call out to her non-responsive Triceratops.
Is he responsive?
I'm gonna check. Hold on. We'll do.
I mean, I feel like at least disadvantage.
If
Responsive.
if it's odd, it will finish off Julian, its hated enemy. If it's even, it will answer her calls for help and rush over to aid her. All right. Dang, Julian. 2-faced coin toss there. All right, so it's going. It can only reach Andronicos. It's sad about it, but it'll attack him. So it charges forward, and it's going to gore. I guess, Julian, it runs right past you. Do you want to opportunity attack it, or are you going to save your reaction?
I'm gonna save my reaction.
All right. Here comes the gore for Andronikos. Maybe only a 17.
That misses, yeah.
All right. You were able to toss up a shield just in time and dig into the dirt of the cave entrance and not get skewered by the Triceratops. Unable to harm you, it is furious. It passes to fear its master. So non-responsive responded. My knight is made. It's going to pass to Fearless. Fearless is going to stand up from prone.
Oh boy.
She's going to say, I expected nothing less. And then she attacks you again. And she keeps saying to herself over and over again, yes, you're right. I should stop the intruders. Go. It's first attack.
Oh.
Second attack.
Oh my god. Nim's just Nim's shrieking and ducking and rolling.
I would like to point out that Nim has made the most noise out of anybody here and might very well alerted the guard.
It's a life or death situation for Nim.
All right. She's going to pass
Be brave,
to...
Nim. Be
They're-
brave.
they're
Stop
not-
shrieking.
They're not classically trained.
She's going to pass to Metallic. It's getting a little crowded over there. But Fearless calls out, this is the leader. She is so powerful, like an Oresian monk. And so...
I think they've spotted you. Watch out.
all right, Maya, they're going to charge through you towards Nim. As they do, the rock that you're sitting next to explodes as the Triceratops just barrels through it. Do you want no, actually, it ended its turn adjacent to you
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's so flipping big. All right,
Mhm.
Nim, here it comes.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
All right. She says, see, it wasn't so hard. I thought you were summoning the alarm. Go! And she says, no. I will stay here and I will fight the intruders.
The suggestion ends.
Oh, really? Because it does when you die?
It's concentration, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. She says, wait, what am I saying? Yes, the alarm, exactly. All right, so then she will pass to Maya.
All right. Seeing how she's gonna go for the alarm again, I'm gonna look through the Triceratops' legs at her and stop her from moving. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hold Person.
Oh, okay. All right, here's a Wisdom saving throw, DC 19. This is almost a guaranteed success. There you go. All right. She is paralyzed.
All right, and then I already need to start finding some stuff to do with my bonus action. Oh, actually, I can. No, I can't because it's another spell. Never mind. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and I'll get within a flank of this metallic metallic Amazon charger for Andronikos.
Sure. Okay.
And I'll go ahead and pass to Andronikos.
Andronikos, drop.
Well, I will go ahead and. Do we want to end this one?
This one over here. They keep lucking out of everything that you do to them. So
I mean, they were bloodied. So
I'm gonna step right here. I'll
Okay.
take the from unresponsive. from
oh yeah,
non-responsive.
unresponsive. It's gonna try and yeah, I'll just gore you.
Gunning, he just steps on him. Still true to form, I see.
Steps
True to
over.
character.
Steps over.
Only a
Steps out,
20,
Yep.
so I think it's just shy of hitting you.
All right, and then I'll go after Fearless with attack 1.
Okay. 22 is gonna hit, and it is an auto crit because they're paralyzed. How do they die?
That's a good question. Just straight, clean head off, single swing, and before he even makes contact, he turns and looks at Metallic, and then attacks Metallic. Ooh, it's weak.
Metallic says, even a stinging fly can eventually pierce the skin. Buzz away, gnat. And then she turns so that her Triceratops' butthole is in your face.
Perfect. Incoming lightning javelin.
All right. Who do you pass to?
I'll go ahead and pass over to Julian.
All right, Julian.
Okay. So the Triceratops, it's more interested in goring everybody else.
Well, now its master's been killed, so it's probably going to go into a fury trying to kill Andronicos.
Oh, okay. How clever are behemoths? Like, I've been around
You know,
Mayas.
from Aspa, she is not that intelligent.
Yeah.
So, like, if
They're
we had to put a
very-
number
they're
on
very
it, like
they're-
below 4, right?
Yeah, they definitely have below 4 intelligence.
Okay. In that case, I guess I'm going to use half my movement. I'm gonna stand up, move away a little bit, and then I'm going to use my wand of magic missile on the behemoth on non-responsive to distract it and get it to not kill Andronica.
Okay.
Are you gonna stand up before you do this?
Yes.
All
All right,
right.
half my movement, 15 feet back, and then I'm going to use 6 charges of my wand of magic missile.
Okay. Blow it up.
So that would be a 5th level magic missile?
Oh, 6.
6, okay. All right.
Okay. All right. That is a decent amount of damage. Missile after missile strike the beast, and it make it more and more angry. Andronicos and its dead master are forgotten temporarily in the outrage it feels at the stinging blast from you. It turns and begins to paw at the earth. It was always you and your naked madness.
But of course.
It targets you. All right. It's gonna steal. You're okay with where you're standing?
That's about as far. I mean, that's
All
all
right.
I can do.
Sibo and Nimco already?
Nim is not gone.
Yeah.
Stevo's not gone either.
Oh yeah, I can't steal. Never mind. All right. So who do you pass to? Sibo or Nim?
I will pass to Stevo.
All right.
Alright, what do we have here? So I will get within 60 feet of Nim, and I will throw another healing light at you. Let me wake you up here. Blink. 12 and 3.
Oh, draw Mr. Fish, this is terrible. Every fight is like this. Nim gets up. Nim got a misty step.
On your turn, right?
Oh, shit.
No, you're good. You're
My
good.
bad,
I mean,
my bad. I'm sorry,
yeah, you're good. I'm gonna attack Metallic real fast, and then I'll pass to you anyway.
That's my bad.
Yeah, you're good. 2 Metallic.
Oh,
Oh my.
max
All right.
damage.
This is against
Oh, look.
Metallic, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, well, look at
All
that.
right. 27 damage. They are bloodied.
Back up a little bit more. All right, and now pass the dim.
All right, and I'm gonna.
They're probably coming after me.
Yeah.
30 feet. All right, and then Misty steps right there after standing up 15 feet, and I'm gonna move 15 feet over here. And then
She shouts at you. I did not know one of your slaves was a healer. They die, then you.
Nim's gonna shout up, "All my slaves are proficient in medicine," and then we'll viciously mock them.
Okay. All right. They're gonna do a wisdom saving throw. Oh, they do not. They take 7 points of damage. Have disadvantage to their next attack.
Nice.
Which I will say, if they have the Triceratops attack, it will be, disadvantage.
I know they're gonna steal though.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna steal it to the next round.
Sorry, Siba, I gotta. Oh, jeez. That's all I got.
It's alright, I can dodge it.
All right. Metallic is up. Okay. Let's see. Can they even reach you with 50? Oh, they can.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Alright.
What if they stopped here? Could they still reach you? Oh, they could. All right.
I'll do how big they are.
So as they go past you, Nim.
All right, I'm gonna take a.
oh,
take a
okay.
opportunity attack.
You're asking for an
Yeah.
opportunity attack from Nim?
No,
Nim's
from,
looking the other way.
So,
Just looking under the rock that you're by.
did I try and push her off the mount?
Could you try and push her off the mount? I guess so, yeah. I mean, she did kind of ride, like, right past and through you.
Okay. Should I try and attack her?
Call it cutting the saddle cinch
All right.
with the chakra as she rides by, so just like the saddle falls off.
And could Andronicus also take an
Yeah, oh.
opportunity attack? Was he? By
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and I'll try and shove her off her mount.
Oh, shit. It doesn't matter, because
Okay.
Andronicus killed her.
Okay.
She completely taunted and ignored him, and then when she rode off, you just killed her, and she just kind of tumbles out of the saddle.
As she's dying, he says, "Oh, all it took was a little prick."
The Triceratops still has its orders, so it is
Yeah,
still going to be
yeah.
riding down
That's
Sibo. So, Maya, you can still go if you want. With your.
No, I'm not gonna hit it.
All right. Then I guess.
Can you calm them down? I mean, Queen. Ooh.
That's what I'm planning to do on my turn. Yeah.
Sibo, this one's for you. 19.
Does not hit. Thank goodness.
All right.
Yes.
So you just turtle up, and this thing starts like banging its horns against your armor.
I start screaming, but it sounds an awful lot like a baby behemoth.
All right. Mindful will pass to non-responsive. Non-responsive is responsive. Responsive to this man right here. Here we
There was
go.
literally nothing I could do, and I didn't want to kill Andronicus, so...
Only a 14.
Oh.
It does not hit. All right, so just kind of rides you down, and you're just sort of like underneath it as you kind of dip and roll beneath the beast as it came at you. It will pass to Julian.
Oh my god, this is a terrible place to be. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna have to Misty Step onto its back again, and I guess
You could just try and climb it too.
I don't think that's gonna go so well with my
Yeah,
skills.
I know.
set.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step onto its back, and then for my action, I'm gonna try an animal handling check and try and like calm it down. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, give me animal handling. This is going to be wisdom based because you're trying to like attune with the beast,
Yes.
Spirit, read its actions and all that. Okay. So you thought it was mad before.
goodness.
Woof.
Oof.
What is with all these runs tonight? Holy shit!
This isn't the worst it's been. This is not the worst it's been. But yeah, as you as you were like you're doing some
Am I prone
crocodile.
on its back, or like
Yeah.
I fall off of it prone?
I'm assuming that like you're beneath it and you're pulling like a Crocodile Dundee / Chris Pratt Jurassic Park. You're making the devil horns with your hand and you're like it's all right, just calm it down, and it sees those devil horns that you're throwing up like Crocodile Dundee style, and it's like, oh, a challenger, and it just like lunges forward and like hits you with its nose and knocks you down.
Okay.
But you read the subtitles and it says, I will smear you into the earth.
Okay.
All right.
After wasting all that time,
you still
and
have your
resources,
movement.
It's gonna hit me with an opportunity attack if I try and run away, and I can't run faster than it can.
You can at least stand up for prone.
Okay, I will stand up for prone.
Okay.
So I'm just sort of like underneath it as it's like going around, like trying to like trample me. I'm like, help, please, anything.
All right. Who do you pass? You have 4 people that can help you. They live to serve and help.
Who you pick will determine the amount of help you get.
Maya, please and thank you.
Okay, that's a lot of help. That's probably your best choice.
All right. All right, Maya, you're up.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, let me see here. What's the range on this? 30 feet. Okay. And if it's at a higher level, one additional creature, so I can affect 2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, 30 feet, 25 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship, 2nd level, and target both of them.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Oh, wait a second.
What's up?
Oh no, there it is. Okay, I thought I didn't have it for a second. I thought I always have it prepped because of my Fey Touch thing. Okay, so 2nd level.
All right. They have intelligence 4 or less. They've both got to make a wisdom saving throw. And you will convince them that you mean no harm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. So they calm down? Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, yeah. Here we go. I'll just roll non-responsive.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh, okay.
never mind.
I would have been like, just my luck.
Okay, yeah, this isn't like charm, right? They don't have advantage because you're beating them up.
So it says, beast choose a beast within the city range. The beast
that's it.
Be charmed by your spell if your companion. If my companions harm them, it ends though. So it is a range.
So they both go.
The last 24 hours.
And they look like they're like. Now they're charmed by you though, right?
Yeah. It says they'll be charmed by you for the spell's durations. If your companions harm them, the spell ends. But now they're charmed by me.
They look over. Yeah, they look over at you. But this one, non-responsive, keeps looking down at Julian like it's going to smash him.
Can I use a bonus action to try and like yell out or say something, like try and calm them down the way I've been taking care of Aspa, in a way?
The sun's getting real low, buddy.
You may attempt 1 handle animal wisdom.
Okay. I will.
But it will only affect one of the 2 if it succeeds. So let's see what you get.
I'm definitely going for mostly going for unresponsive. Hopefully, unresponsive is the one that responds the most to this. All right. So animal handling skills, animal handling. I'm not proficient in this, but I do have a high wisdom. So.
Oh, I think you did all right.
Okay.
All right. It goes, and it seems the fight has gone out of it.
Julian's gonna scurry out from underneath, run over to Maya, and give her a hug.
No, the other one is still. The other one is still.
Yeah, as you do, this one begins screaming. "Ah!" Sibo, you were forgotten. It's going after Julian.
Yeah, exactly. Not responsive. It's like,
Maya, who do you pass to?
All right, I'll pass.
Oh, we're
to-
still in combat. Okay, no, I don't actually do that.
I'll pass to Sibo.
All right, Sibo. The one next to you, it's friends with Maya now, but still undecided on you.
I'll see what happens. I'm just gonna start moving towards the thing and see if it attacks me.
Okay. It is going to sort of casually try and
Shoulder bump me.
shoulder you. Yeah, I'll use
Yeah.
stomp. I'll use stomp
Yeah.
for that. Yeah,
That's fair.
it's gonna shoulder check you as you walk away.
Send you flying. Oh my god.
Yeah, so 24 for 24. And it kind of like lets out another small like cow roar at you as you start to move away from it.
And then I'll go, okay, cool, and I'll just keep moving past Maya.
Okay.
And there you go. All
You got
that's-
Andy and Nim.
Yeah, I'll pass it to Nim.
All right.
So one Triceratops non-responsive has been calmed by Maya, and the other one is looking with murderous intent towards Julian.
I mean, this one definitely looks like it has some fight left in it. These are military animals. They are trained for, for ass kicking.
That's a little rough there. Does non-responsive look aggressive to everyone?
Nope.
or-
It looks like Maya has calmed it down.
All right, let me check here. Okay. All right. Nim gonna do this again. Mantle of Inspiration is a bonus action. Let's see. We'll move up a little bit first so that we can get Julian in it. All right, so Julian, as a reaction, you can move up to your speed if you would like, and you also get temp HP. Everybody can get temp HP, and if you want, you can use your reaction to move up to your speed.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to move up to Maya and give her a hug. Like, oh, thank you. My life was flashing before my eyes.
Alright, then Nim's gonna burn his reaction to move up to his speed and say, alright, let's go. And move right there. And then pass to Andronicus. On the action dodge. And then, yeah, pass to Andronicus.
Okay, Andronicus, you're up.
Yeah, Andronicus will wait. We're trying to get to this door, right? So Andronicus will kind of just move over and wait for everyone to get past him. And then pass to Julian so everybody can run over.
Okay. All right, going to the new round.
Oh yeah, sorry. And dodge.
Okay. All right, Julian, you're up.
All right. I guess I'll, do what all the cool kids are doing, and I will action dodge as well. And I'll pass to
All right.
Maya.
Julian, maybe you could dodge, like, over there or something, huh? Well, maybe a little farther away from the...
Or dodge there. and pass to
They're
Nim.
dead masters. No. Okay. Passing to me, you said?
Yes.
All right, Maya, it's you.
All right, I want to try and calm down Mindful now
Okay.
too.
All right, give me
And I want to kind of remember what they were using to kind of call and control their mounts, and kind of use that to help me get them to come over and not be hostile and be more in line to work for
Okay.
yeah.
They were firm but kind in their commands.
Mhm. Okay, so I'm gonna try that.
All right.
Here's another animal handling.
Now that there's no hostiles near it and it's charmed by you, it's going to be advantage to this check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This one also calms down. If you're okay with it, they're going to go lay down and be sad about their dead masters under this guy's in between this guy's legs.
Okay. I don't know. This might be Aspa coming out. You know,
Oh, like,
The next Aspa.
you're gonna slap a 2.0 on the
All
side
right.
of it, and
I'm gonna go ahead.
no, there's no
and
2.0.
oh, that's even worse. Not even acknowledging the previous ass.
No,
Back
it's
into
smart
ice.
because that's
He's-
why Geralt called all of his mayors Roach.
Yeah. It was a coping mechanism for all the guilt he felt for all the horses he had to kill.
Oh no, there were numbers. They were just silent. He didn't say Roach 2. He just said Roach, but it was definitely
Uh-huh.
Roach 2.
All right. You guys staying on this map, or you want me to take you over to the other map?
I guess we want to check if they have any keys or anything like that on them.
Yeah.
That's a good
Good
point.
idea.
And I will heal Nim.
You waiting for me to let you know? Alright, I'll take that.
No, I was looking for it. Yeah.
But you want me to knock you out of it?
Do you want?
Do
me
you
to
need some
use
more
it?
after that?
I mean, I won't turn down any assistance you're willing to offer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Somebody give me a D100.
Not me. I've rolled too many ones tonight.
Fair. You actually want to roll low on this one. Oh, okay.
Oh fuck!
All right. So as you are rifling through the remains of these two women, each of them is wearing plate armor, which is 1,500 gold apiece if you get it repaired. So that's nice. They also have shields, lance, war picks. Interesting choice. And each has a chakra. Yet again, I forgot that they had Stimfey that were supposed to do stuff during the battle, but whatever. I guess the Stimfey fly off. I don't know. That's probably a problem if they do. So didn't think about that. All right.
That 11 is for Nim.
All right.
Noise.
The 8-2 was for you too as well.
Oh man, 21.
On their
I'll just
personages.
stick with 10.
Let's see.
Oh, we can give that 11 to somebody else then.
11
One,
to Sibo then, I guess.
one of them has a.
Or does mine need it more?
One of them has a wood carving knife and a small wooden toy horse that is almost finished on their person. But they don't seem to have any keys.
Okay. I guess is there like a little unseen cave over here?
This is the door to the prison right here.
But if we come in, does it let you go a little bit around? There's a little hidden area right here.
Yeah. I could take you to the next map.
Okay. I was gonna say we could probably move them out of the front. So if anybody else comes over here,
Hide the bodies.
We
Okay.
throw them into the river. Weigh them down.
oh, I mean, yeah, at that point that bastards will probably go and get them.
That seems a bit disrespectful.
Yeah, that's it. And I will go ahead and put two. Because Orin would always do it. Go ahead and put 2 drachmae on each of their eyes.
All right.
Seems like a waste of money.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but if you will, I mean,
No. It's the right thing to do. It's not
Wow.
a waste of money.
All right.
It's called growth, Crash.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Back in Noriande, we would just pee on the dead. And,
What?
as a sign of respect.
You said
so-
you would eat them. Why would you
No.
pee on them first?
No, well, you
It's a
pee on the ones you.
process.
Yeah, if you're full.
I mean,
you
if
pee on the
Sibo
rest.
eats poop soup, I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah,
Wait,
a
I mean-
little urine, a little urea on your dead your dead person. Yeah, that's not going to deter him much.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. When you finally run like your homebrew, I am gonna be torn whether or not to play in it.
Not gonna be able to stream it.
Yeah, well, we don't. Yeah, if
That's-
I join a game that can't be streamed, or run a game that can't be streamed, it's going so
That's
far
perceived.
over the line. Like it's going so far over.
You're gonna
the
have
line.
Monkey's wife in it, like.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
Maybe
benefit
even
of that is
maybe even Monkey. I don't
Oh
know.
man.
The benefit of that is you just throw them on YouTube. You don't have to worry about it.
Really nice
Yeah,
job
medicine check
emboldening
was for
bond.
Sibo's blindness.
Wait, what?
Add the emboldening bond status effect to yourself. It's like bless, but 10
Okay.
minutes.
What do I need to turn on? Like the hearts?
It's the
It's
thing that looks like a giving somebody a heart. Yeah.
Now, have you turned your owl back into a Pokemon, or is it stuck in owl form for 8 hours?
Actually, let me check if I can turn it back.
Okay.
If I could turn back time.
Creature exists for the. Oh, where'd it go? Creature exists for a duration specific. To each figure ends duration. Creature first back if the figure.
What's that effect called?
Action to speak the command. Okay, I can. Yeah, I can. It's called emboldening bond.
Yeah, but
It's
I
not
think
a right click.
somebody-
No,
I think
I'm sorry.
somebody made it.
What's the token called? I should have said. I'm sorry.
Oh, it might be one that Crash needs to.
It's a It's a
Yeah,
convenient. It's a
yeah.
convenient effect.
Oh, it's
You
giving you an
gotta-
effect. Okay.
Yeah, you have it in one of your customs. Emboldening bond.
I had to pull it
Undulating.
over from Andronicus as I didn't know.
Did
what
I
it
not?
was.
Give you guys access to these
You
things
did.
yet? Oh, okay.
I have. Yeah, we have access.
Well,
to
I
it.
mean, so I didn't have it till I gave it to myself from Andronicus, so I don't know if it's
Oh, really?
yeah. Or I just didn't know where
So-
to look. To be fair.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so on the left hand side, when you have the the little person selected, there should be like a little hand that has like magic in it.
Ooh, I see that, and it's custom.
Yeah, that's like a lot of spells, and then anything that you need, I can add it to there.
Oh,
So
can
it's,
I
it's
add-
like even
okay.
more powerful than the right click stuff because
I'll
it's
start-
every yeah.
Yeah, I'll start adding targeted to mine whenever stuff happens that targets me.
Oh, okay. We
Yeah,
actually have
okay.
that. It's in the world patch doc. It's called
Yes,
marking
mark.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
None of
my
us,
bad.
none of us have
Sorry.
been doing it. None of
I
us.
apologize. I thought it said trigger.
It's a
I
weakness.
see. I see you gotten rid of the conditional visibility because all those icons are like, the heck, we don't know what we are.
Oh.
Yeah, I got rid of that. I got rid of that so fast too. Not worth it. Okay. I can speak the command word to turn it back into a figurine.
Well, what,
But-
okay.
might want to.
but-
Could just
but
have
I
it
was-
circle
Does that
around the
end
publisher.
the 8 hours though?
Yeah, but yeah, it ends the 8 hours. So I'm gonna have it hang out. See if it can hang out in the corner over here. Just
Pretend to be a statue.
yeah, pretend between a stim phage that's just hanging guard for one of the
yeah, between
Amazon
this, that's just...
over here. Have it just hang out right here.
All
You
right.
should tell it to return to the camp. If we can't return, we might be going out another way. You know.
I guess what okay, because it understands. I'll say it to wait here until it has I guess 2 hours. So at most, if it has 2 hours left, and then if it has 2 hours left and we're not back, fly back to the ship.
It looks
That's
at
a
its
good-
watch.
All right. As you guys walk into the the shallow cave beneath the overhanging cliff face or stony precipice or something like that, you see 4 incredibly handsome men. They are, of course, statues. There is a stone door over 25 feet wide and 25 feet tall, possibly even 30 feet tall. It's a set of double doors in an ornate stone frame carved into the side. It is decorated with all sorts of adornments of a dragon knights. So armored men and women and other creatures riding on the backs of dragons. Dragons are breathe and breath weapons. It's all super fancy looking.
It's very Dragonlord.
That's sort of the point.
Yeah.
Before we open up the door, I can change my look. I can go from naked to pretending to be one of the Amazons that we just murdered.
Heard. That was self-defense.
Yeah, I think we were the aggressors in that situation.
I mean, what? I feel like it was an appropriate response considering a naked man approached them. Anyway, we can ponder the morality of what we've done later. Do we want to just try and sneak and take a look? Do we want to have someone go in appropriately disguised? I mean, what are we thinking here?
It'd be useful to know how the alarm is tripped. Is just opening the door trip the alarm, perhaps?
I don't know.
The alarm's inside.
I can see.
Yeah, take a look. Hold on, before you touch it, Tim. Does the door look like it has like other than what the artistic embellishments and stuff like that are on it? Does it seem like it has like I guess look for anything that if it's opened improperly, it might trigger something. I don't know if anybody wants to help look at that. Look for that.
Investigation.
Sibo, you seem pretty good at spotting stuff.
Oh, thank you. Oof. Yeah, I'll take a look. Is anyone helping me, or are we doing two separate?
Give me an investigation with advantage. We'll assume you are trying your best and everyone is backseat driving you.
Perfect.
There you go, see what.
Ooh, with everyone's help, you realize right away that two of the designs, there is a moon on the left-hand door and a sun on the right-hand door, are actually inset and can be turned as if they were dials.
Nice.
You realize studying it that the door, the sun and the moon must be turned to the right place for not only the door to unlock, but for it to prevent a magical ward from going off. You rolled so high on this that you realize that the ward will activate the nearby golems.
Ooh, I say all of this. With confidence.
Can you determine how to open it, though?
Yeah, if it's in the right place, it opens, right? That's what
Yeah,
you
but
said.
what is the right place, though?
Oh, right here, and I just move it in the right place.
No!
No. No.
I would say with your investigation was very high. There was actually it looks like a kind of set, sort of worn spot where each of them would be. You could try it.
Yeah, I'll point it out, and this looks like it's the spot. Do you want me to do it?
Is there you said there's a sun and a moon, and the images before was like Dragonlords fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sibo, if you think those are the right spots.
Yep, I do it.
All right.
Drugs.
Yeah.
You turn the sun, so it looks like it's in the most well-worn kind of spot. You feel it kind of just settle into that spot, and then you turn the moon.
And I clench my butt cheeks.
Okay.
Your butt cheek.
My butt
Oh,
cheeks.
Didn't your other one grow back?
Oh yeah, I grew back, so I could sit properly, sort of my hips. All right, sounded like it opened, and I look over my shoulder and close my eyes and try to open the door.
As you look over, you're pretty sure you saw one of the handsome statues wink at you, but you're not sure.
Fuck.
Can we like slightly push the door open and peek inside?
Oh, for sure. That's how Glyphs of Warding work. Is they allow you to slightly peek inside. All right, go for it.
It says it's locked.
Really?
No, we're not far. We're not close enough. Hold on. I gotta slide
You gotta
forward
get
a
up
little
in
bit.
there, yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Lean in.
All right. You see doors. The doors. When the doors open, you see a very short landing that immediately goes into marble steps that leads down to another landing, and then you can see more stone steps leading to another landing as it descends precipitously at a steep angle down into the rock formation that is the Spire of Stone. The Fang.
Do you want me to take a moment and get detect magic up at all, or?
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Take 10
Also,
minutes to do it, yeah.
do we want to? Would it be a good idea for Julian to pretend to be one of the guards out front?
Yeah,
Because that way, if somebody comes upon us, I can be like, I found these Malakas wandering around. I'm taking them to the lower cells or something like that. I don't know.
Or you could just walk a little ways in front of us and catch anybody that might glimpse you. Be easy to explain yourself, and we could try and stay out of sight. Maya could put up her concealment magic again.
As we try to stash Nessa from the darkness, stick her in a corner.
And just bring Nessa with. We might have to beat a
So-
hasty escape.
So would I have to burn another instance of disguise self, or would I be able to use the one from before and like turn myself into another person?
So let you change it
what
in the
is-
middle.
Yeah, unless it says that you can change it. It's
It
stuck
doesn't
with whatever. Yeah,
explicitly.
you're stuck with whatever you got.
Okay. Well, in that
Yeah.
case, I'll burn another spell slot to look like the Amazon. That way,
Expectations of that spell have been skewed by Mask of Many Faces and Hats of Disguise.
Okay. Well, that's why I was, wasn't
Oh, yeah, for
explicit,
sure.
so that's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
Alright, so I'll have Detect Magic up.
There's a lantern down the hallway.
It's a lot of stairs.
Yeah, it's a lot of stairs. You're
All
going
right,
deep.
now
you're
I
deep
look
into the
like
earth.
one of the freshly killed Amazonians.
Oh, okay.
I think it'd be more effective if... it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oof. Alright, hold on a second, Sibo. Let's take a break here.
All right,
I
up
think-
ahead.
I
Up
think
ahead.
all the,
You hear a woman, and they're humming to themselves.
What song?
It
is
sounds like Bardcore Doja Cat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good taste, at least.
I can activate Divine Sense if we think that'll be helpful.
When
I
is
mean,
it ever?
Yeah.
Listen, in second edition, Divine Sense was the ultimate campaign and adventure ruiner. All right, I have no problem with it being completely worthless nowadays.
I'm gonna activate it.
Alright.
Just because I don't feel like it ever gets used, so we're gonna pop one.
Alright.
There you go, guys. Divine
Okay.
Sense.
Come down,
Wait.
try and peek
yeah.
around the corner. And I hit. Oh, I see. Okay, there it is. I see the Amazon champion.
Hey, real quick, guys. I don't think there are any celestial fiends or undeads around for at least 60 feet. Just letting you know. Maybe that's
Actually-
not true.
Go
Oh
ahead.
shit.
Sibo, can you come into secret chat?
Okay.
Oh fuck!
Well, Sibo's in secret chat for Nathan is not here.
So the $64,000 question is he messing with us, or are there really fiends or celestials
Well,
about?
considering that.
But it's a range of 60 feet.
Well, yeah, we probably under us.
All right.
All good. All good.
I don't believe you. But okay.
Steve said that.
I mean, if you didn't tell us what you were doing, I have no reason to roll an insight check. So
You're
we're
also
good.
in the middle of a stealth mission here, guys.
Yeah,
you hear a.
Yeah, that's what I said. Peek,
From- Yeah.
Scooby Doo in the corner right now.
peek around the corner. I saw the humorous
Oh,
Amazon
good.
champion. I want to tell if Julian's in disguise, have him walk up.
See if they're funny.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see. I gotta change your arc so that we could be immersed.
All right.
Let me see.
I won't move yet.
Oh, thanks. Okay. And wham. There you go.
All right.
The woman looks over at you and says, "Ah, what are you doing down here? You're supposed to be on guard duty. It's the middle of the night. It's pretty close to midnight, I think."
I had the funny feeling.
Are you alright? Your voice sounds strange. Also, there's all these people following you with the auto-follow mod. Hold on.
Critta's like, oh, wait, were we supposed to wait?
Oh, shit.
Okay, so disguise self does not disguise the voice, only the appearance. So
Right, no, that's fine.
give me a performance to try to sound like the lady you murdered outside. Which was cocky, condescending, and still pretty feminine. She says, you're right, your voice sounds terrible. You sick?
Exactly. I must have eaten something bad at Chow.
If you're
I got someone
sick,
to relieve me.
you're too sick to sit outside on the behemoth all night and guard nothing.
There are basilisks. That's not nothing. You want our best out there. You don't want someone who's sick. I'm going to go lie down.
No.
What?
I am not answering to the Dark Ones with your excuses. Head back upstairs. If you're really sick, have your partner work twice as hard for you. I don't know. You're under my command. I don't care how sick you are. Get up there and finish your shift.
That is
Go
kind
on.
of a crappy way to go about things.
I had no idea you were so weak. Did you grow a penis while you were upstairs?
No.
So you're sort of talking like one. This is man talk. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I need to lay down.
You're talking like a penis.
Everyone has to pull their turn at night shifts. Go!
Fine.
Unbelievable.
How'd it go? Are we good to go out now? Did you knock them out?
No.
All right. What is this dark ones?
I don't know. I thought if I asked, it'd be kind of a giveaway.
All right, but you didn't see anybody else in there, right?
No, that was just that one. But apparently they're in charge and they look pretty tough.
Oh yeah, you see the room itself, the quick description. It does look like they sort of have like a little clerical desk area where that lady's working. There's some kind of wardrobe behind her. There's a shelf on the wall that has, supplies and whatnot. There was a statue of Lutheria as the maiden in the far corner. There were barrels in the other corner stacked neatly. One of them looked like it had been tapped for wine. There was a bench. There was a water barrel. There was a brazier in the center of the room. There were sturdy stone double doors leading to the west. And on the southern wall were some training dummies that looked like they had arrows and slash marks all over them. Like arrow marks and slash marks.
We can probably get the jump on her.
Or we could, I could try and charm person. Hit her with a mind sliver and then charm person or something like that.
I mean, either way, it's getting the jump on her.
Maybe we could lure her over here. You could pretend you've fallen down the stairs and then we could jump her. She already thinks you're a weak loser with a penis.
I'm going to try very hard not to take that personally. Someone shove me down the stairs.
Andronicus, your skills are required.
I've been waiting.
I feel like without a hesitation, as soon as I said shove me down the stairs, Andronicus just pushes me in the front in my chest and just hurls me down the steps.
He didn't even wait for you to say stairs.
Okay, so Julian, you fall down 15 feet of stairs. Do you try to make it look good?
Yes.
All right, give me a performance and an acrobatics check.
Everybody else move down here. You want her far away from the possible alarm.
Okay, your performance was bad, but since you actually took 2d6 points of damage and are prone, it looks pretty authentic.
We want this whole mob of people over here. We want you down there so she doesn't walk around the corner and immediately see 17 people. There we go.
17. How big is our B team? Damn.
She's gonna walk over and see the menagerie of
Yeah.
people.
We're like,
All
we're
right.
like hero huddle
She
talking.
starts and she says, "What? Ah, are you serious? What is wrong with you? You fell down the
I'm
stairs?
sick.
Ah.
I lost my balance. It must be an inner ear thing.
Stop talking. Your voice sounds disgusting."
My penis is too heavy. I fell.
I'm not saying that.
Who said that? All right. She says, "Fine, fine. Come over here. Sit on the bench." She starts dragging you over. This woman's about 6.5, almost 7 feet tall. She ladles you out some water. She says, "For your throat."
Okay, I stopped talking at this point since she's
Okay.
objecting to my voice, so I just nodded a thank you. and
Here,
taken a drink.
here. Lay down on this bench. I will go tell your partner that you needed to lay down for a few hours, and that they will need to watch things by themselves.
So would it be very
Actually,
while she's
you know
doing
what?
this?
If anyone comes through those doors, she points to the west. You tell them that I went outside for some fresh air, and you're covering the desk for me. All right? It's okay.
Not again.
And they grab you by the pauldron, and they give you a firm shake, and they say, "I'll cover the rest of your shift."
Okay.
All right?
I'll make a thank you gesture with my hands.
How strong of a grip does Julian
Yeah,
I'm
give
not
me a.
gripping anything.
All right, she
I'm
starts
not
heading
falling for that.
upstairs. You
All
hear
right,
her.
am I being messaged?
You hear her humming to herself.
No, that's Nim talking. Okay.
So we'll go ahead. I guess the idea is that she comes around
What?
the corner and get her. Yeah.
have? Let me jump her.
Yeah.
All right, she's very strong as an Amazon champion, but you guys have a lot of people. We're still gonna play it out and see how it goes. All right,
Also, Crash, what was the 2d6?
that was the fall damage you took from actually falling down the stairs.
It's that's why I'm asking.
Oh,
what
it's
it was
bludgeoning. It's
in for
bludgeoning.
me.
Oh,
No,
oh shit! I'm sorry. There we go. I was like, what was it? We said what it was many times. Yeah, it's 7 points of damage from falling, and I'll roll everybody into initiative. There we go.
I just not look like a lady that is gonna be easy to take down. But I mean, what else do we got?
Who am I missing? Where's Sibo?
An AFK, the AFK thing right here.
Oh, okay. All right. And I think Amazon Charger Julian. Got it.
Yep. Not to burst anyone's bubble, but
I
it's
know.
11:26.
I know.
And now might be the best time if we're gonna
Before
play
we
it
get
out.
too excited about this
Yeah.
new play. All right. Yeah, that's fair. Plus, we got a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of announcements to cover too, so we're good. All right. So we roll the initiative, and Nim won the initiative, so we know what to start with next turn. Okay. What is happening? All right. Extra Life in less than 2 weeks. There are still openings in games. We are trying to get organized. I basically went on a long and strange journey for the last like 9 or 10 days and didn't work on any of the stuff I was supposed to work on because I was writing a thing and I was inspired to write it and I wrote it. It's done and that's over with. So that's good. So now I can focus on Extra Life. Bunch of stuff happening with Extra Life. 3 of the 5 games that I originally offered are no longer available. One of them has been replaced with a crossover with Kobold Press that me and a couple other people are going to do with a person from Kobold Press as part of promoting Extra Life, because Kobold Press is doing their own Extra Life this year, so we're kind of partnering up for a game. I am still running the Kobolds of Annihilation. It's basically a bunch of kobolds find and abandon a Sararak death trap dungeon and decide this is going to be our new home once we conquer it. So we're going to see how many basic bitch kobolds it takes to get to the center of an Sararak dungeon to Tootsie Pop. It's going to be a death counter, and then there's just going to get a randomly colored, like, you know, in Mario, they got different colored Yoshis. You're just going to get a randomly colored basic bitch kobold every time. And And then we're going to see how many of these things, like a Lemming style game, it takes. So we still have, I think, 1 or 2 spots available for that. And then I'm running a game inspired by Divinity 2 Original Sin. And it's going to be a pseudo 4th edition game. I don't feel like dealing with 4th edition interface, so I'm just going to make you guys 4th edition characters and 4th edition monsters to fight, but we're just going to use 5th edition Foundry, because it's just more convenient for everybody that way. And it's very easy to mimic 4th edition with 5th edition. So, but it's going to be a 4th edition one-shot. It's going to be very... go to this map, have a dope fight with cool terrain features. Okay, cool. Get some items. Go to the next fight. Cool items. There's maybe a puzzle, maybe a roleplay challenge, etc. So it's going to be very 4th edition in nature. Orf has, I think, purchased 2 spots in that game to anybody that is interested. So, like scholarship style. There are two spots available. He is not able to play that weekend, but he wanted people to be able to play, so he donated specifically to Extra Life to get 2 spots for those for that game. And then Conti is running some Warcraft games, which are very, very fun. So more information will be posted on that. And man, there's just a lot going on. Anybody have any other announcements of stuff that's happening going on? There's so much. There's so much.
The normal stuff. Monster Hunter. Continues.
Next Sunday.
Cyberpunk Part 2 next Sunday. Yeah, I think it was really fun today. This morning. Witchlight is almost done.
2 more sessions.
2 more sessions. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, Will's game is now full, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
And Red is running a Halloween game on Halloween. So if you're interested, if you're interested in that, hit up Red. And what else? Oh, yeah. I wrote an adventure, and it's published. It's gonna come out tomorrow night. And I did it. I partnered up with Heroic Maps for it. So it's one of their new haunted house maps for their Halloween sale. It is a 24-page adventure, 4 floors of Victorian haunted house to explore, murder, mystery, horror tale, and it is a 1 or 2 shot, depending on how things turn out for you. Might just be a good way to kill off your party, if you're looking for a way to do that. And because it's gorgeous. 30 different locations to explore within the 4 floors of the house. I'm really proud of the work that I did on it. I think the maps that go with it are absolutely gorgeous. So it'll be free for all my patrons, the adventure, with a discount code to pick up the maps that go with it, and then vice versa for Heroic Maps. And I think there might be a bundle. We're working on getting that set up. There might be a bundle where you can get both for like cheap. So,
Hell
yeah. And that's
speaking of Heroic Maps, the map that you guys were on for Cyberpunk this morning was also a Heroic Map.
I knew they had gotten into sci-fi stuff. There's a sci-fi tier on their Patreon where you can get, like, I think it's 1 sci-fi map a month or whatever. Yeah, it was looking good. Oh, all right. Unless anybody has anything else, we will adjourn. Stay safe and healthy. Keep in mind that we are playing next week, but not the week after, because everybody unanimously voted to focus on Extra Life that weekend. So please use the time that we would be playing, D&D together, playing D&D for charity, or helping out with games that are earning money for charity.
Going to a wedding, your own wedding, like a loser.
Wow. I've never felt more betrayed in my life.
That's strong.
Yeah. The most betrayed. All right.
You think you can count on someone?
He's putting his personal life ahead of us. That's just unconscionable.
I mean, is getting married really a thing kids even do nowadays? I don't know.
I mean, you'll regret it in a couple of years anyway, right? That's how it works out, right? So
I don't know. From what I understand, his wife's super cool, so maybe not. Like, maybe he's got something good going on. We should all be more supportive of him.
She plays a mean herring gun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Wow. Wow. So it's a furry. It's a furry situation.
Uh-huh,
Well,
uh-huh,
there you go.
uh-huh.
Furries are very faithful. They're very faithful, from what I understand.
It is
Anyways,
known.
let's
All
go
right.
ahead and end the stream. Good night,
Those have been
everybody.
your announcements.
Night.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.
Oh wait, and I'm not gonna forget this goddamn bird next week. I'm gonna put the god.